Just getting everything moving. I see the moving parts. I see things starting to work.
Right.
I hear the whoops.
That was my
Sounds like
test roll, by the way.
looks like I have audio. Looks like everybody else can hear me. So far so good. Hello everybody. Uh, I am Bizarchus. Welcome to the Vereldium stream. This is a 5th edition community-based Dungeons and Dragons stream where members of our community are going to be playing as both the Vanguard, which are the normal player characters, and also the Ravenous, who are going to act as the monsters trying to fight against them. Today is a special day. There are no Ravenous. I am going to be controlling all the monsters. So there's no foreshadowing in that at all. Today we have a full cast of 5 players. First off, I'd like to tell you a little bit about what the Vereldium stream is. So we have a lot of homebrew rules. We don't do a lot of RAW. However, we do keep as close as we can to the subject matter. But the rule of cool is always pretty fun here. So you may understand about inspiration. I do inspiration a little bit differently. These are tarot cards. Every new player is going to get one. There are 4 ways that you can use an inspiration card. You can either turn it in and reroll any dice. You can either gift it to another player and they can reroll any dice. You can force myself or somebody else to reroll something, or you can tempt fate. Tell me to flip the card up, and whatever concept is on the other side of this card is going to affect the game at some point in this session. I'm going to get these in a shuffle in just a minute. But another thing is that if you would like to play this game, right above me right here, you can see our Discord. You can join our Discord. You can roll off for a place in either the Vanguard or in the Ravenous, and you can join in. I'd like to let everybody know today that because we hit our sub goal, there's going to be another giveaway. This giveaway, I don't have it nearby, but this giveaway is your very own Dungeon Master's Guide. So, in order to join this, go to the Discord, go to the giveaway section, and then type in !roll 1d100. And when you do that, you're going to roll off in there on next Thursday. So the 18th Vanguard, episode 18 of Vereldium, I am going to roll off. Whoever is closest to my roll is going to be the winner of that, and I'm going to send that prize out to you. So, the last we left off, which if you were just watching the rerun, you saw everything that it was, but the last that we left off, the 16th Vanguard had gotten into combat, searching for their lost friend Miresh. Miresh was thought to be kidnapped, and he was brought down to the 3rd floor of the repository, where Raimi Bliblio and her 2 cohorts, Castillo and Hajjaj, were waiting in ambush. They fought bravely. Okay, so Vonna gets an inspiration card right off the bat. They fought very bravely, and they were able to defeat both Castillo and Hajjaj. However, Raimi escaped. Since she escaped, nobody has been able to find her. The 16th Vanguard came back. Vonna told them everything that they possibly could know. All the intel was gathered, and they decided that she was much too dangerous, since she was trying to use members of your caravan as bait. And now that you know that you're targets, you're in it. So, I would like to introduce 3 of the 5 members of the caravan. As Vonna gathers people back together to go out and hunt Raimi Bliblio, Vonna finds that Kisha, the recently fallen member of their caravan, is now up and is now ready to fight again. So, Kisha, would you please introduce yourself one more time?
Arsenio. I will be re-debuting my favorite adorable little turtle, Kisha, who has grown tired of watching caravan members come in and out of the medical tent injured and or worse. Kisha is a 6'6" reptile with olive green skin, hints of darker green scales, and due to recent events, she now has red stained skin around her veins and arteries. In addition, she has a smooth tan shell with a large crack ranging from the top right towards the center. and a golden nose ring. One of her more notable items is the fact that she has another shell that she uses as a shield, some bone armor that is primarily more traditional and not as protective in nature, and most notable are the fact that she has this special tome called the Ars Viagem that she always keeps on her person.
And the Ars Viagem has been notating every little bit of treatment, all the stories that Kisha has currently been going through, and now has many, many pages of Kisha's journey. Joining again, the intrepid adventurer, McGirt. Dirt, would you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everybody. This is Victory. Also in the Twitch chat as RyanGPHX because usernames have eluded me so far. But I will be playing Dirt McGirt this evening. Dirt swears that he is just a simple merchant, a cartographer held in great esteem with the Cartographers Guild, and is not sure why everybody thinks that he keeps casting Eldritch Blast and sneaking up on folks. These are just common skills for, a merchant of his type. Happy to be back out in front doing his duty with the caravan after a number of weeks, kind of letting others run into some danger on his behalf.
Helping them understand the severity of the situation and also apprising them of all of Raimi's clerical abilities. Sorry, cleric abilities, not she's a very good assistant, but clerical ability. You know what I mean. Is Vonna, the druid barbarian. The Mobius Tripper, would you please introduce Vonna?
Hi everybody, I'm the Mobius Tripper, and Vonna is my Kalishtar Circle of the Moon Druid, Path of the Bear Totem Barbarian. They have a lot of different spirits living within them because their family was host to the Kori spirits, if anybody is up on their Eberron, so they have a druid inside of them, and the druid kind of became an arc of sorts for animal spirits. So it's kind of a nesting doll situation where you got like a bunch of animal spirits inside of a druid inside of a Kalishtar, and that Kalishtar is Vonna. They're managing their rage in a way that's very productive and constructive, in that they're channeling their most aggressive urges into protecting the ones that they love most, and that's real special.
And it's because of that protection and because of that desire that people flock to what you say as gospel. And as you do, you try to gather as many people as you can. And then you look towards the north, and you see a familiar blue face and an unfamiliar red face. As you look towards the north, you see Miresh over top of the memorial tents, next to another red-faced, dark-skinned tiefling. Miresh, would you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I am Black Irish 19, formerly known as Miresh, a 6-foot-tall water genasi with a very large scar down his right side after a harrowing adventure where he lost a few of his friends. Finally returned to the caravan after being kidnapped by Raimi. So glad to be back with my dear friends.
So, not formally known, still known, you're not dead.
Yes.
But in front of Miresh and conducting a very strange ritual around the remains of Cinder and Blanc is a new member. Sulfur, would you please introduce yourself?
Why, hello. My name is Sulfur Bloodlust. I smelled my sister. Her house. But yet, all I find is a carcass. Looks like I have to investigate, or at least stir up trouble.
All right. As you watch this ritual happening, Miresh is looking around very confused, but you watch as Sulfur starts to move their hand over the top of these bodies. And as they do, Sulfur starts to create this swirl of ash, and then starts to create a swirl of red. And then you see the bodies slowly disappearing, but the ash starts to congeal and conform into a large ball that looks almost like a rose as it starts to orbit around himself. Cinder and Blanc's bodies disappear, but the rose remains.
Ooh.
Vonna, Kisha, Dirt, you all see this. And now that you know that Miresh is okay, and now that you know that Miresh is here, you're very curious to meet this new member.
Absolutely. Vonna runs right up to them, or they run right up to us, whichever. Oh, we're gonna do the do-si-do? We're gonna meet in the middle? We're gonna split the difference? All right, that'll work. So Vonna kind of rushes up to them. Miresh, we thought we'd found you, but it was an illusion, and we got into a fight, and we were almost overwhelmed, but luckily we persevered, and we were able to take down 2 Bliblios and an elephant. It was actually pretty epic, but we weren't able to find you in the repository. What happened?
It was very difficult to escape. I suppose whatever fight you went through must have distracted them. I was barely able to get away. Truly, it was horrifying.
Well, Miresh, Kisha, it pains me to say this, but I think I'm going to need you by my side if we're going to confront these foes one more time. Things are coming to a head, and I don't think we'll getting out of Vereldium without a large confrontation, and without your might and your magic. I don't know if we can get out of this one.
Kisha looks around confused because she has no idea what everyone's talking about. But she looks at the new faces and goes, "Hi, my name is Kisha, and I am a turtle. I am traveling with you all today so I can make new friends, learn new things, and create amazing stories about our adventures for my future children to hear, just like my ancestors before me. And I hope we can be great friends. It's a pleasure to meet all of you."
Kisha, have you ever had to take a life?
I've killed gooey thingies.
All right. Well, there might be some big gooey thingies ahead in our future, and I don't like killing, but it might become a forced issue that we have to do some icky wicky killy willies, and I just want to make sure that you're on board for that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good talk.
I look kind of funny though. I think I got bit by something, but my usual remedies aren't working.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel great.
Well, let's roll with that.
Resh, you look kind of funny too. Did you get bitten too? I've been stuck in the medical tent resting all week, and I haven't been able to do anything or hear anything ever since you and I cleared out that mansion. So now my book of adventures is really far behind. But it's okay though, because I have met a lot of visitors, like EMP, Breeze, Incursion, and all the others that were injured from their adventures.
I figured Grimjaw might have mentioned something while you were laid up together.
Oh no, he was asleep.
Well, it's good to have you back on your feet, Kisha. We'll be sure
know-
to get you some more adventures in that book.
You know what's weird though? Cinder hasn't come by to visit me. Not even once. Did I do something wrong? Do you know where she is? Come to think of it, I haven't seen Blanc either. I should go look for them. Kisha takes one step towards the caravan.
I'll reach out my hand and place it on her shoulder. About that, Kisha. You and I were the only ones to make it out of that place.
What?
And even you were in very critical condition.
No, that can't be right, because I remember what happened on that day. I remember that we were at the mansion. We were fighting those gooey things. Cinder made a hole in the wall, and I said, "Hi, Cinder!" And then I got surrounded and blacked out. But then I woke up, and I saw Cinder and Blanc look really, really stressed out before I blacked out again. And after that, I don't remember. Miresh? What happened? Did I not fall asleep? Where's Cinder?
She's gone.
No, cause Cassandra can't be gone. She's always nearby. Cause she's always there nearby to watch over me. And I don't know about Blanc, but he's tiny, so he's probably hiding somewhere. I'm sure they're around here. Maybe you guys just haven't looked hard enough. I can use Ari to help.
Miss Sulfur, would you like to step in on this? You know more about your culture than I do.
As Sulfur walks forward, you realize you may have missed the pronoun, but he goes over, and you can see the same sort of skin tone, the same sort of tattoos and markings, and the same eyes as Cinder once had.
Oh, hello, new friend. Who are you?
Nighthaze, I see that you're speaking. I just can't hear you. Oppa.
Hmm?
Technology is the hardest part of Dungeons & Dragons. Give us just a second. Let's see what we can do here. Nighthaze, can you give me a check 1, 2, 3? Don't seem to have your audio coming through. Okay. 1 second. So while we get that all taken care of, breaking the fourth wall for just a hot second. I'm not feeling the best, so that's why I'm not wearing the usual storyteller jacket and storyteller suit. I need my tea and my nice comfy flannel, but I'm just fine. It's going to be a good fight today. Also, wear a mask. And I did go get a rapid test. I am negative. Good to go.
Cool. It's good to hear.
Oh yeah, just a head cold. And also made sure to keep a whole bunch of tea next to me. So, Sulfur might be a silent character for just a hot second, but while we work on that, shall we? We can still not hear you.
Get off my screen.
Which is weird, because during the tech check, it was working.
It happens sometimes.
Did you check your cables?
You can always pop out, pop back in, see if that does it. Maybe just a quick refresh. There goes my cameras. Okay.
Now I'm
I am
that's, just,
McGirt.
that's just my Sibrik again. That's the same bit. I'm gonna stop.
It's the same bit that we normally do. Okay, when things go wrong, this is just how we usually roll with it.
It's so funny that
Ooh, I get to play as Vonna.
my camera doesn't get repositioned. I'm still on my spot.
Because your name starts with the letter B, you're always up top.
Yeah. Victor, if you wild shape into a screen beast before me, I'm gonna be real mad at you.
Strictly like
Bad.
sea turtles, sea slugs, ice, like strictly non-combat wild shapes.
Still nothing?
Huh, that's weird.
Are you able to adjust your settings in Discord that may have your audio coming from a different source? Discord did just update, so it refreshes back to default.
Oh.
It's that dirty voice in video. That's where I send everybody with Discord issues.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe set it to push to talk.
I see a green button. You are getting an outline. Well, while that happens, do we just want to move on? And we'll get back to Sulfur's story in just a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Sorry, Kisha, I know what you were trying to do.
No, you're good.
So, Night Haze, just go ahead and be super loud when you get in. At the moment that we start hearing your voice, we'll go back to it. Cool? Thank you.
In the meantime, Kisha's just.
It might be all the more reason for people to join the Discord and read the in-character RP.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Link above. So, as you all look at Sulfur, as you look at Miresh, Vonna tells you everything that is currently happening with Raimi Bliblio. You tell them where they found Miresh's illusion. You tell them about Jalil, the large war elephant that she seemed to summon out of nowhere. You know that you've injured Raimi very badly, but you don't think she's going to be able to make it very far. So you think that time may be of the essence here. If you rush in, there's a very good chance you'll be able to get in there and go hard, and maybe find her right away before she has a chance to regroup. And then again, the opposite may be true. Maybe she's already found backup. Maybe she's already found somewhere to go. But you do know that with her still around, you all are not safe.
My friends, we must put an end to this. I knew something was wrong the moment she sent us. The second we came back from that mansion.
Well, might as well stop with the talking and start with the doing.
I still don't believe you about Cinder being gone. I'm pretty sure she's around here somewhere. But so you're also telling me that Raimi's not a nice person?
No, she's very far from it.
Does that mean she's not going to teach me how to cut stone like she promised?
I wouldn't count on it.
Oh.
I'm sure one of the knock-knockins will be more than happy to help once we finish
Ooh.
this.
How is Parpy? Parpy!
They'll be much better once they see her face.
Okay, you guys actually got ahead of me, but as you mentioned that, you just hear Kisha! And as you see that, you see Parpy coming in and running as fast as he can, but behind him are a bunch of the Rook's Bastion footmen. So you see a bunch of guys in chainmail coming and running behind him as well, each one of their weapons strapped to their back. He's got a retinue of about 13, maybe 15 different soldiers that are all running behind him as fast as they can, each one of them dripping in sweat and coming up to you. Eventually they should run close and You guys, there's imps everywhere in town. The freaking portal to hell's been opened up. We need you guys as fast as you can. We have no idea how this happened, but we know that you guys may have some kind of means and methods to getting us out of here. The entire citadel went up in flames. Can you help us?
Of course.
Portal to hell.
Imps.
I don't know either. But come on, we gotta get going as soon as possible. Equip yourselves and let's get going.
Right then.
Hey. Hi, Parpy. I gotta go do things now.
Okay, so as that happens, you see Parpy reach behind him. He brings out like this really big black disc, throws it onto the ground, dives inside of it, completely disappears in this big hole, pops out with 2 heavy crossbows, cocks one, cocks another, loads them both, brings them both up high and goes, Parpy, kill now. Woo! And goes
Out of
running
character,
off
that's
right
badass.
behind.
So Parpy's an Animaniac now?
Best part of D&D.
Love it.
Guy's got a hole full of crossbows. I mean, let me check that thing out.
So I see that some of you guys in the Discord are currently messaging me. I can't read that. So if you guys are looking to message me, maybe message one of the players and they can get on through me. But thank you very much for what you're doing. Night Haze, you still troubleshooting? Okay, so while Night Haze troubleshoots, you know that there are right now a swarm of imps that are going through the city. The citadel is burning. Let's go ahead and begin the outfitting. Miresh, Kisha, Dirt, and Sulfur. There's been a lot of items that have been added, and some of them are pretty nasty. So, why don't we start with Vonna? You remember in the last fight that there were some magic items that were dropped. Those have been added to the caravan inventory. There is the Dagger of Magic Missile, which allows you to fire a single magic missile bolt every turn, but you need to use an action in order to use it. And it's also a +1 dagger, so there's that. There was a +1 scimitar and also the Sunderous Maul. This is a maul that has a siege property and can also destroy magic items. So, Vonna, why don't you equip yourself first?
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure Vonna has been sleeping in their cloak of protection. They just come back to the caravan quartermaster and is like, if you need it, I'll relinquish it, but I just feel safer sleeping with it. So they have that, and yeah, we'll just go with let's go with a couple healing potions. Let's see.
There's only 2.
There's 2 of them. I see that. Okay. I guess I'll grab one of them.
Okay. There's also the healing salves that you have from Wallen, your herbalist. It's a bonus
Right.
action, but it's only 1d4. No bonus.
I'm guessing we don't have much time to ask Wallen to create other stuff, do we?
Alright, that's something you must do before sessions, in between.
Got it.
This one time, I'm going to allow it. Okay? So let episode 17, somebody clip this. Let episode 17 be, if you want to have the craftsman make anything, it should be done before the session in the Discord. However, this one time, I'm going to allow it to happen. He currently has 656 points, I think, that have been rolled from EMP.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Awesome. So, let's go ahead and have Kisha. What items do you want to have made? Or anybody, I guess. Anybody can.
Yeah,
answer
really
that.
anyone.
Those inhalants looked pretty interesting. Probably be pretty interesting, pretty important to grab 1 or 2 if we can.
can do 2 of the inhalants and then 2 potions. Wait. No, that's a lot. Never mind. It's red. I think we can only do 1 inhalant. To be with EMP's help, the resource cost is halved. So
Right. So I think 1 inhalant and maybe a couple salves.
Okay. 1 inhalant and a few salves. How much is a few?
How many do we have already?
we have 2 right now. And-
3, probably.
So
Which
which
is-
is 150. So ultimately that'll be 525.
And what's the gold cost?
75 gold plus. You said 3 salves?
Yeah.
So 105 gold in total.
Do you have that currently in the caravan inventory?
That's a good question.
We have 132 gold.
Okay. So you are just able to make it. So not much gold left. All right. So with that, you guys can add those into your inventories as you see fit. Remember, the inhalant brings somebody back who is bleeding out, not somebody who is dead.
So we have 5 healing salves. Kisha will take, I guess, 1 healing salve and 1 booming gel.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't be stingy in this fight. Don't save anything for another fight, because this is a big deal.
Got it. And I will also take, where was it? The +1 battle axe.
Okay. I'm taking the +1 battle axe.
In that case, Vonna's going to take the phase spider fangs and the healing potion bottle full of phase spider blood again.
Okay.
Miresh will take 1 potion, 1 salve, and 2 chaff suspensions.
Okay. Anything else?
And do I have time to attune the ring of protection?
You have time to attune to anything.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Oh, did our I remember it was like addressed in the last session, but did the blacksmith, was he able to complete making the anti-magic shield? Or if he
Anti-magic
didn't-
shield is a massive undertaking and would cost a lot of money.
Ah, okay.
And nobody asked the craftsmen to start making anything. Remember, you must
Got it.
you must contract the craftsmen in your parties to make something. Otherwise, they simply gather ingredients and gather materials.
Oh, Zert, I remember you saying in the
Yep.
tactics that you wanted to take on the bag of tricks.
Everybody's fan favorite, 10-colored bag of tricks. It's gonna pick up.
Not mine.
And I'll also grab since nobody else has asked for it, I'll take the +1 scimitar. It's there.
Okay. It's
Never
yours.
hurts to hit up people a little bit better. And then whatever the party wants me to carry as sort of disengage and run across and heal somebody up if we have leftover salves or whatever. I'm not sure what count we ended on right now.
I think we have 4 salves left. 4 healing salves, 1 potion of healing, and 1 of the inhalants that was just made.
And Biz, would the salves work the same as a potion of healing where it would take my action to apply it to somebody?
Exactly.
Okay. So why don't I take 3 of those salves, and then if somebody needs it, I can use my bonus action to better get over them as a rogue.
Okay. So, do we have Night Haze's audio? Oh, I just heard something.
No?
Or something.
I saw you light up on the thing.
Okay,
Yeah, but
so
still not coming through.
all right, so Night Haze, just go ahead and type out everything that you want to take into the chat, and we can keep that moving, okay? So as you guys are putting this all together, I'm going to, or as Night Haze is Sulfur is putting all of their equipment into. Sulfur's not going to take anything, okay?
Okay, well in that case I'll take the Palatine Spear +1.
You got it. While you guys get everything equipped and you get everything into your character sheets and make sure that you're all ready to go, what you are going to do as viewers of this stream, you'll notice that down there, over on this corner over there, you'll see the trouble bubbles if you haven't been a part of this. A salve is simply you have the item and you roll a d4. That's it. And that's the healing. So, so the salve itself is just a d4. For the audience, you all are going to be the city. So this fight is going to be really big.
Oh my gosh.
So I have reduced Unleash the Archers, which is I will roll a d20, and then I will roll a d8. That is going to be the attack for all of the archers that are currently trying to cleanse the city of the imps that are coming through. If it's a 5 or below, it is going to hit the party and the monsters. If it's a natural 1, it's only going to hit the
Right.
party.
Oh.
Yeah!
Here we go.
Did I
There
fix
she-
it?
Yeah, you
fixed
did.
it!
Technology.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Alright, now tell me what happened to Sander.
All right, hang on. Me first. Me first.
Yeah, go ahead.
But we're going to get there. So it's going to be 500 of your trouble bubbles in order to send that attack out. A natural 20 is a critical hit. And it's going to be 1d6 damage to everybody, since everybody, or sorry, 1d8 damage since everybody has light crossbows. So what that means for you guys is that you all are going to contribute just as much to this fight as the Vanguard is. They're going to have something to contend with. So you may be doing a lot of good, you may not be. For the party, there's going to be ways to avoid getting hit even if I roll a natural 1. You should be able to see them. Okay? So think about it. Try to be clever and try to think like I think. That's my hint to you. So, Sulfur, now audible,
Yeah.
answers Kisha's question. What happened to Cinder?
What happened, Cinder? Well, she's right here.
And as you
Twirl
see
the little orb.
you see the rose coming around, you see the rose turning and pulsing. And as you see it pulsing, you feel something really burning in your chest and in your arms, all throughout your body. Kisha, you start feeling like something is being sucked out of you incredibly hard. And as that happens, you watch just like little drips of blood being pulled from your skin, almost like a really, really bad episode in like a cupping therapy. But as that pulls out of your skin, you see this bright red blood mixing in with this black ash rose.
Why are you squishy? That's what I called cinders. And why is it hurting me?
Kisha,
Oh, don't worry about it.
Kisha, as this rose
Kind of
spins...
flicks it.
Say what?
Go ahead.
As Sulfur just kind of flicks it towards Kisha and pulls it back. It's mine now.
Kisha, as you see this blood starting to trail into the large ashy rose, you notice that some of it stays behind, and a small bulb just orbits around you.
this usually happen with... What's happening?
Looks like you gained her power. Just a little.
EMP told me that he was treating an illness. I thought I was just poisoned.
You poor simple thing.
So as you do that, you start realizing too, you can see better and clearer than you ever have before. The light to your left in the family fire is so bright. It's the brightest you've ever seen. It's almost too bright to look at. It never was before.
Kisha just squints, almost distracted from how blinding it is.
So, we are going to move towards the barrel tour now. Is everybody well equipped? Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
Vonna's ready.
Yeah, good to go.
Sulfur, do you feel like you're going cakeless? I'll take that as a yes.
Fight.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to change the audio since everybody else is really sick of this, and I forgot this last session. Let me copy your character tokens. Even though none of this is really going to matter because you guys are going to inundate me with a ton of conjuration magic as soon as we get started. You all find yourself
Only
in
if I see a ruined circle.
You all find yourself in the streets of Barrel Tor next to the Dog and Duck. As you get there, you notice that there's a lot of archers that are up on top of the buildings, and they are running out of bolts. There are so many that have been fired. You see the ichor of these imps that have been lain out, and you notice that the bodies are getting thicker, and there's more of them the farther in that you get into this area. They're coming the heaviest from your east. You look up top and you watch Parpy with two massive heavy crossbows. And you watch two different ones, different imps just and get pasted right up against the wall.
Oof.
Parpy looks down. Hi, Kisha!
Hi, Parpy!
So as Parpy cocks another one, she's like, cover you. You see that most of the doorways are boarded up or barricaded in some way. So there doesn't look like there's going to be a way for you to get inside of the stronghold. Everybody please roll me perception checks.
Perception.
Dirty 20, baby.
Ooh.
Very nice. The rest of us are just distracted by the imps.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Vonna, Sulfur, as you're looking around, Sulfur especially looks on the ground and smells fresh blood. Smells fresh human blood. Humanoid blood, sorry. From this plane. And there's a trail that is leading towards the east.
All right, we're about to get into it. Everyone be careful.
Try not to
Yes.
spread too far. We don't want to get surrounded.
Dirt's going to be doing his best to stay, like 5 feet behind Kisha. Typical halfling tactics. Just walking in her shadow.
Okay, you got it.
Does Kisha notice the imp corpses around?
He does.
While confused, Kisha is gonna try to do the same thing that Sulfur did.
Kisha, as you try to remember everything that Sulfur did in order to make that blood come out of you, you do the exact same thing. You concentrate. You concentrate on the blood that's running through your veins, the foreign blood, the blood that's alien to you, and you can sense the blood, the ichor coming from those demons. You pull it out of their body. You drain it as though you would squeeze an orange, and you watch all of it start to form in a black sludge around that red bulb that traces around you very slowly. The black sludge creates rose red, and you are now able to use rose red as a feature.
Ooh.
Kisha isn't smiling anymore.
It would seem Cinder left you a little gift.
It's a little bit scared of Kisha now.
I'm still not quite sure I understand what's happening. Apparently Raimi's bad, so might as well kill her now, right?
Indeed.
Okay, so I have Kisha going in front, Dirt right behind. Vonna, Miresh, Sulfur, where would you like to be in this marching order?
I think Vonna wants to take point.
Copy that. So you're all in very tight lightning bolt formation. I love it.
Don't line up. Don't anybody line up.
Yeah.
All right, I see that you're in very close fireball formation. Still love it. So, as you guys are, as you all are moving forward, you're seeing more and more of this blood, and the blood is getting thicker as you keep moving forward. It's getting fresher. Vonna, roll me a survival check.
All right.
Since you were out front.
I'm good at these.
Okay.
Oh, not 3, so it's an 8.
You look down, and it's not difficult for you to keep finding all of this blood, but at the same time, you're getting a little bit nervous that you're still hearing the sound of battle, the sounds of fighting coming from around you. So your nerves are a little bit frayed, and your perception is more trying to get the understanding of the lay of the land for situational awareness than you are trying to follow this one clue. Which way do you want to go?
Just keep heading east, I suppose.
Okay. You continue to head east. You don't see anything more. You're still distracted.
It's going to this building. Is there like a little bit of an overhang?
There is.
A mini roof? Okay.
There's about a 5-foot overhang on each one of these roofs.
Got it.
Sulfur comes up as well. Dirt McGirt hangs back. Vonna, roll me another survival check.
Sure thing. 16.
16. As you continue to move forward, you do find more and more of this blood. It's getting thicker. Roll me a perception check.
All right. 8.
You see somebody who looks exactly like Raimi, placed up against one of the light posts, bleeding heavily. Both of her arms down, her spear across her, no longer burning.
Let me just see something here. I would like to mind link to them.
Okay.
And I'd like to say, don't be stupid. We don't want to take you down if you can cooperate. But if you choose megalomania, we're not going to let you assume power over others.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's already over. All of it is over. He graced me with his love. It will all be over soon.
And that's what you hear coming back through your mind.
All right, well, that sounds like Raimi to me. They're not sounding too good, but definitely stay cautious. And I start advancing on her.
Okay. Raimi is looking much more injured than you originally thought. Some of those injuries you and your friends put there, but a lot of those look like pierce marks or bludgeoning damage or some kind of magic that has gone across her. She is on death's door.
Should help her then. To cross that threshold. Rush, you want the honors? Like, what's the move?
I would love to be the ferryman of her journey across the river Styx.
We see her now, right? Or
You see her very clearly.
From this spot, I'll shoot her with a firebolt.
As you start to bring up your hands and start to cast the spell, she looks up.
Your blood would have been so perfect. I would have received the best love he could have given. Damn you. Damn you and your group.
16 to hit. It does hit. She's helpless. So it's 24 points of fire damage. This is critical. Whoosh! And you just watch Raimi falling down dead.
That one was for my friends. Now, we
Right,
must deal
you
with the
got her. We're done.
Nailed it!
We're not.
Woo! No? Okay.
So the moment that
Oh.
Dirt opened up that flag, you see Raimi's body just start to scream, start to churn, start to churl. Seeing a massive beast
Ooh.
taking its form instead, ripping the body of Raimi Biblio to shreds.
Melchaia.
As you see a creature from mythology known as Melchaia's Treachery. I need for everybody to roll me initiative.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
nope, I need to click on myself first.
Click on your
Sorry,
turn first.
Veldrator. You're not going to get that spear anytime soon, I don't think, bud.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
13.13.
You could have fractions of rolls?
It's a tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my dexterity score, because that's the... Yeah. If anybody else rolls a 13, then it comes down to who has the higher dex.
Got it.
My usual, the usual way that I do it is that if it's a monster, I usually allow the players to go first. Or if it's a boss, I usually don't. But if it's a player, I just ask who wants to go first, and I just put them in that order. Just makes it easier for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I saw the slider, so I clicked it. Not much more went into that thought process.
It's cool.
No problem whatsoever. Okay, so I have a few little pages I have to keep up here, which is going to make things very interesting. So if you see me looking down, it's not because I'm very interested in my crotch. It's because I'm looking at the characters that I need to send at these players. Okay, so I have Dirt McGirt, I have Vonna, I have Miresh, I have Sulfur, Melchaia's Treachery, and Kisha. I believe I have everybody, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As Melchaia's Treachery looks at you all, it has these glowing eyes that pulse between the same eyes as Raimi, and these bright orange eyes.
She's right, you know. The blue one would have been delicious. And that would have made such a better vessel. But this one is so elected. I'll take this any day. It's a kill. Goodbye, Vereldium, and hello, my new hellscape.
As you see imp minions growing out of the ground, surrounding you.
Ooh.
Remember, at this time, please keep an eye on your. Please keep an eye on the Twitch chat, because I will not have access to that. So it is the imp minions getting summoned first. Dirt McGirt, it is now your turn.
Woo! All right. Well, I don't like anybody coming behind me, so I'm just going to. We're not talking to imps today. We're just going to Eldritch Blast them. All right. That's the. So how do we do this? With at level 5, you get 2 bolts on your Eldritch Blast. Do I actually click it twice, or is it just one roll and then do the damage twice?
2 rolls, 2 bolts.
Okay. All right. So both of them going at this imp, regardless of what happens.
The imp that's next to you?
Yeah. Sorry, this guy that's sneaking up behind me.
Gotcha. Okay, 15 and 16. They both hit.
Sweet. And then, regardless of whether he's still standing up or not, I do not want to be on my own. So I am going to move closer to the group. Bonus action dash to get up by Kisha.
Okay, you do so.
That's it.
All right, that's it. Vonna, it's now your turn.
Vanna's gonna try to catch them in a fairy fire, and then wild shape. And this is the tough decision. Let me see, 60-foot range on the fairy fire, and it's a 20-foot cube. So let's get that out of the way for my action. Let me see. So 60 feet away is good. So the cube is going to show up to hit these two. So the big one and this one imp minion. And my spell save DC is a puny 13. And it's a dex save.
A dex save of 13, so both the imp and Melchaia's Treachery. This is the imp. And this is Melchaia's Treachery. So the imp is fairy fired. Melchaia's Treachery is not.
+7. Oh my.
All right. So for my wild shape, I believe the best thing to do is for me to get the... Oh, they're not very beefy though.
Is wild shape an action or a bonus action?
For Circle of the Moon, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to be... I'd like to wild shape into a drop bear.
A what?
I'd like to wild shape into a drop bear.
Oh, right. That thing. Okay. Let me go get the artwork for a drop bear.
I think if you look in the Vanguard tactics, Mobius.
You can't.
I can't change anything in Discord. I'm using Discord for everything.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm getting that up. So you, wild shape.
Can't
No.
wait to see what this thing can do.
All right,
I think it
do
might
the thing.
drop.
Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. Do not do the thing which I know is about to happen. Also, it's uploading very, very slow because I'm currently streaming.
But you're dropping it on top of a city too. Come on, it's a kaiju.
Oh god, that is a terrifying picture.
It's just a really angry koala for the most part.
I did not know they had teeth like that.
Oh, they don't. That's why it's a drop bear. Okay, drop bear controlled by. Where are you, bud? You're down here somewhere. There you are. Vonna the Mobius Stripper. Okay, I'm gonna put you on top of a building just to keep you out of sight.
Sweet.
You are now drop bear.
That's where the drop bear is going to want to go too, actually. Because now that I have a climb speed, I think I'm going to want to climb on top of this building. That this demon is on top of. So
The demon is not on top of the building. He is beside.
no,
the
no.
building.
I want to be on top of the building. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I want to be on
building
top of the
is-
building that they're next to.
The building's about 50 feet high.
Okay. So I will get to the base of it this turn.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
So that's 15 feet towards it. So I'm 15 feet up the side of this building.
Okay. Change your token's name to drop bear dash 15 feet. This way I know that it's 15 feet in the air.
Yep.
Thank you very
You're
much.
doing it. You got it.
I'm just going to leave that open because I know I'm going to have to go searching for more animals.
I'm
here.
also going to put 15 in this blue bubble. This
Sure.
blue circle on my token.
Okay. Miresh, it is now your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna move over here next to Sulfur. And I'm gonna shoot at this imp in front of me with a couple of Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. Roll the 2 Eldritch Blasts. 11 and 19. Neither one. Or sorry, the 19 hits. The 11 does not.
Okay.
So the 19 does 2 points of force damage.
And that'll be all for now.
Okay. Sulfur, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm launch a chaos bolt at this, the one that's in front of me.
Ooh, Chaos Bolt.
So I'm-
That's-
Okay, a chaos bolt at the one in front of you.
Yes.
Okay. A 12, unfortunately, is not going to hit its armor class.
Sulfur just lets out an angry yell while like waving his quarter staff.
Okay.
You're sounding a lot like Cinder.
So Sulfur is upset.
Sure.
Bonus action, or are you going to move?
Nah, he's gonna stand his ground.
Okay. Melchaia's Treachery is it's now their turn. They're going to get into melee with all of you. So Dirt, Kisha, and the Drop Bear, since he is 20 feet tall. And he is going to look over at the Drop Bear.
One for everybody, I think.
He is going to attack the Drop Bear with his fork. 18 to hit,
Yep, hits.
15 points of piercing.
Yep, that's be a lot.
He's going to hit Dirt with the fork. 28 to hit,
Definitely.
12 points of piercing. And he's going to hit Kisha with his tail. 19 to hit,
That's what she needed. Oh wait,
Oh.
no, I have my shield. That didn't hit actually.
Nice. Okay, so you boom, just knock it out of the way with your shell shield. Okay,
No, wait,
Uh,
no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Yeah, that's what she needed.
that's what you needed. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember too, you're level 5. So do you have any of those abilities that will affect it?
Nope.
Okay, what feats do you have? Because I think you got a specific feat.
I have Sentinel and the Red Rose.
It just attacked your buddy. So you can make an attack against this creature now.
Ah, okay. I need to read these more closely. So, in that
Okay.
case, I'll hit it with the battle axe.
23
Whoa.
does hit. 15
Nice.
points of damage. You slash into it and you slash deep. All right. Unleash the Archers was sent off by Black Irish. A D8, 5 points of damage. The imp minion that took damage is shot and killed.
Woo!
I need to oh, no, I'm sorry. It is not. But it
Oh.
is badly injured. Okay, but all the monsters take 5 points of damage. Okay. That is Melchaia's Treachery's turn. Kisha, it is now your turn.
So, Kisha is just going to use a normal attack.
So remember too, if you're directly across from a creature, you get flanking.
So is it okay? Would I still get flanking if I'm over here, or do I have to be right here?
You can get flanking if you're over there, because you're going through the entire creature.
Okay. So in that case, yeah, she'll move over there and attack with her battle axe. Let me
At
see
advantage, so remember, hold down Shift and then click the symbol for your weapon.
Okay.
The Imps are next, followed by Dirt and then Vonna. A 20 to hit does hit for 11 points of damage.
Then after it hits, I'm going to use a superior die to use goading attack.
Okay.
So let me see if I can put that in the VTT.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. Okay, add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, which you've already done. Or sorry, which you haven't done yet, so just roll a d8.
Oh.
And it's got to roll a wisdom saving throw. 26.
Well, dang.
But it takes another 3 points.
So in that case, I'll go with an extra attack.
I have a limit on it? No, hell no. There's no way I have that.
Yeah, it says all have been redeemed for the stream.
Well, let me fix that. Because that's not the case at all.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da.
The archers had the one shot and they were like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, we gotta reload now. Why not?
Good to ration arrows.
Harpy's like, I have my hands full. I can't reload.
I'm busy.
Hawkeye
start-
situation.
Just start bashing them with your crossbow.
It's like trying to cock the one crossbow with the other one.
Yeah, exactly. I picked up crossbow expert. I thought it'd let me do this. Just a bandolier of bolts.
Is 1,000. No, it's 1,000. That shouldn't have happened. Okay,
Okay,
just
it's
saved it.
working now.
All right, there you go.
Okay,
It's working now.
We'll try that this time.
So that's one.
Okay, so I just reloaded it. I literally changed like barely anything. Okay.
That's two.
Okay, so Kisha, remember, you get a second attack because you're level
Oh,
5.
I just did.
Oh, 16? Okay, 16 does hit for 14 points of damage.
Yes, Nubs.
After her attack, Kisha just shouts at it. Do you yield?
It looks back and says,
I won't. Ever.
all right.
Okay, Dan.
I have 3 Unleash the Archers redeemed. I'm going to roll 3d20. One's a natural 1, so it's only going to hit you guys.
Oof.
All right, 3d8. 2 points of damage to all of you. 10 points of damage to everything else.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, Vonna's still hanging on to their drop bear for him.
The minion to the south is dead. The minion to the east is fairy fired, but still alive. Okay. Kisha, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's now the imp's turn. Treachery looks down at Kisha.
This has only just begun. As long as I am here, this place will burn.
And you see 4 more imps
Hmm.
being summoned around, surrounding you again. The imp who is currently fairy fired is going to make a move and go flank Kisha. So it should just be 3. Now, did Horacenio just do that so he wouldn't get attacked?
Well, I did it right when the 4 showed up.
It's a 2.
Just
so
so
it's gonna
happened to
hit-
come to me.
So this one is going to hit everybody. 3 points of damage, which is exactly the hit points that the imp minion has. So it's dead. Right behind Kisha. And all the
Nice.
other imp minions are going to take 3 points of damage. Oh, whoops. Okay, so all the imp minions who are currently summoned, they cannot do anything on their turn because they were just summoned. Dirt McGirt, is now your turn.
All right. Bonus action, disengage. Somewhat hide in these bushes over here, but mainly throw one of these fur balls out. Which 5 summons a black bear. I'm just gonna put it here on the corner.
Okay. I have a bear.
Okay.
It'll happen. Is that what you're going to do for your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Black bear. You're going to get a grizzly bear instead.
I'll pull it up.
Ooh, careful.
Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Okay, give me just a second. I'll make you able to control it. But remember, it takes a bonus action to give it any commands.
Oh, Lord Rogue Dragoon, I lost track of counting these.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10.
10 what?
10 redemptions from Rogue Dragoon.
Oh, fuck me. All right. Give me a moment. Dirt McGirt.
Thank you,
here we
Rogue
go.
Dragoon.
Okay, Rogue Dragoon is gonna pop 10 d20 in. So give me just a second. I'm gonna up that to 10.
Jesus Christ.
The first 2 are going to hit you. The rest of them are going to hit everyone else. So give me
Oh
just a
my
moment.
goodness. So that's 7 damage on us?
No,
Oh,
that's
No, that's not how it works.
yeah,
That'd be
that's not
silly.
That's
damage.
not how it works. 8 points of damage onto everybody, and 38 points of, or sorry, 8 points of damage onto just the party, and then 38 points of damage onto everyone else. All the imps are dead.
Vonna kind of slides off the wall as they turn back into a Kalishtar.
Okay, you pop back into a Kalishtar, as the rest of the minions are completely killed.
oh my god, Dragoon.
Okay, Dirt McGirt, it is now your turn. Or sorry, Dirt just finished.
Oh,
Vonna,
we just
you're
did my
up.
turn.
Yeah, Vonna is not too pleased that they're already one wild shape down.
Vonna, roll me an acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I'm gonna take half of this. You take 1 point of falling damage because you fell 15 feet.
Yep. Okay.
At least you didn't break your ankles.
This is true. I'm just trying to think of my economy here. Because it's a bonus action to wild shape and it's a bonus action to rage, which is a non-bow for sure. I think they're going to go into a rage and attack recklessly with the leaves of flora.
Okay. You don't have to attack recklessly since Kisha is on the other side. You would get advantage.
Oh,
anyway.
okay. Oh yes, flanking, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna say you didn't attack recklessly. So 23
Sure
to hit
thing.
does hit. Go ahead and click the pink on the leaves of flora. 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay, great. And then I'm gonna swing with the offhand.
Okay. 24 does hit for 6 points of bludgeoning. Nice.
All right, fantastic. And they're crying in like that way where you're just like so frustrated, and if you call someone on it, they're always like, "Oh no, I'm not crying." So like it's their like the frustrated tears of dropping out of their first wild shape so soon, and they're just like,
Something like that, yeah. As it screams back at you.
Ah!
Miresh, it's now your turn.
Alright, we're gonna blast them with a second level magic missile.
Okay, go
That's
for it. 4 bolts.
that. Just in the one hit.
2, 7, 11, 16 points of damage. Nice.
And then we're gonna move over here and use a healing salve on myself.
Okay, he's going to attack at you. 12 to hit.
Nope.
He's got reach.
Okay. He's
It's
got
a D4, right?
big old fork.
1 healing.
Yep, 1 point of healing. By the way, you're rolling to me only.
Oh,
You don't have to if you don't want to.
still had that clicked from when I was ravenous.
Welcome back, bud.
Good to
Okay. Miresh, is that your full turn?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, Sulfur, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna use True Strike on Melchaia's Treachery.
Okay. Can you click that in? I actually don't know what True Strike does off my head.
it does nothing.
Point a finger at a range.
Gives you
magic
advantage.
action
It's
begins.
next turn, right?
Gains me insight on his defense.
It just gets you advantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah,
Cool.
Okay.
that's it.
You got it. It's now Melchaia's Treachery's turn. He is going to disengage, and he is going to fly straight up 60 feet.
Oh
I
my.
still get to hit you.
Yes, you do. So go ahead and make a strike. At
Oh,
advantage,
Kisha.
because you're flanking. Or sorry, not at advantage, it's just a straight roll because he is trying to
Oh.
run away.
Whoops.
So I have to take the one on the left, but it still
That's
hits for 8 points of damage. And he is stuck and cannot move.
Nice.
He used his action to disengage, so he can't move.
Oh, I just realized something that fits. I'd say I'd take my reaction, but let's say I already took my reaction because I forgot I'd already expended my bonus action. So let's just tie that up in a bow. Because I was like, wait a minute, I can't rage and take my offhand attack, but we'll just say that the offhand attack was for the opportunity when they flew up. So, my bad. Yeah,
Okay.
I just had to do some action economy math, but that all maths out.
Sure. Yeah. That's what happens. Okay, so that's Melchaia's Treachery's turn. Kisha, it's now your turn.
So, when Melchaia tried to leave, Kisha just goes, you said you wouldn't yield, so why are you running away? We're having fun right now, aren't we? And she is going to attack with her battle axe once more.
10 unfortunately
Oof.
won't hit.
Okay. And she tries again.
18 does.
And with that, she's going to use another die for disarming attack.
Okay. And Unleash the Archers has just been popped up. And Nubs is going to do one as well. So that one's going to hit everybody. Disarming
Strength
attack, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to disarm the target, forcing it to drop one item of your choice that is its holding. You add the superiority die to the attack. Okay. Sure.
Oh, I need to roll,
strength
don't I?
saving throw?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. What is your DC?
DC. Where do I look for that?
It's
I don't think you need to. Roll the 26.
his DC's 15.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
I think I still need to roll a D8, right?
Jeez.
You roll a d8. Yes.
Okay. So it's
hold
another-
On. Hold on. Add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, so yes. So it would take another 3 points of damage. He is bleeding.
Oh yeah.
Kisha asks one more. Do you yield?
I'll kill you first.
And 5 points of damage to everybody. 3 points of damage, 5 points of damage to just the monsters. 3 points of damage to everybody.
It goes down.
And I resist it,
We
or
got two
is
more.
that does that go around
You're
my
resistant.
resistance?
You're resistant. It's just
Okay.
piercing.
Cool.
Okay, and 2 more. And Dirt McGirt is down.
Right.
Okay, 2 more Unleash the Archers. 9 and 1. So these are all going to hit you guys.
Oh my goodness. The monsters aren't gonna kill us. The
Sorry.
viewers
8.
are.
So it's 8 points of
Is that
damage on
2 failed death saves or
Treachery.
4?
No, just 1. So 1 failed death save onto Dirt, and everybody takes 4 points of damage. Oh, sorry, I added. Sorry, these are tricky when I have so many other players. So 4 points of damage onto just the monster, 4 points of damage onto just the party. And don't forget to put damage on the black bear as well. Okay, 1 failed death save for Dirt. Kisha, your turn is not over yet. Do you want to use a bonus action?
What do I have for bonus action?
Dirt is, you're coming up next, followed by Vonna, then Miresh.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to do a second wind.
Okay, roll a d10 and add 5.
Okay.
9 points of healing to you.
And
Okay.
that'll be it for me.
All right. Melchaia's Treachery looks up again.
Come, minions!
And more of them start to appear. This time they all appear from behind.
Ooh.
Okay, Dirt, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Alright.
1 success.
And we got
Alright.
a healing yodel from Rogue Dragoon.
Okay,
Oh,
one
sweet.
healing yodel from Rogue Dragoon. So that probably
Thank you,
came
Rogue
up.
Dragoon.
So that probably came up before you made that roll. So I'll give that to you. You're back up.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Dirt, I'll give you your full turn.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, I will use my bonus action to make the bear do something before he dies. The bear has multi-attack, so it gets to make one bite and one claw attack.
Okay.
On the Treachery, which Kisha was so kind as to stay put, so the bear can actually do this. Let's see. So bite and claws.
He scratches into it, but you hear like the sound of nails on a chalkboard as it scratches down its body.
And then I will use my action to actually healing salve myself.
Okay, go for it. It's a D4. So you have 6 total hit points. All right, Vonna, it is now
And
your
I'm
turn.
staying put. That's my turn.
Got it. Vonna, you're up.
All right. Vonna is going to. Vonna, seeing that Dirt has gotten up, is going to re-enter Wild Shape this time. Let's see. I'm thinking that the Hunting Cat has the most damage output, but maybe the Drop Bear does. It's hard to do the math. Okay, I really want something with a lot of HP, but maybe the higher AC. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the Phantom Hunting Cat this time for the Wild Shape. Final answer.
Okay, give me just a moment to bring something.
Sure thing.
But that's going to be there, so go ahead and roll your turn.
Great. So the Phantom Hunting Cat has a couple attacks. It's got 40 movement, so in order to do a charge attack, I'm actually going to run 20 feet back and 20 feet forward for this pounce,
Okay, give me just a
which
moment.
is going to look silly.
Okay. I'm trying to get a hunting cat like token going here, but it's not easy. So if you're going to move back, it is going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Sure thing.
So that is you.
Okay, great.
I know, guys. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm sorry.
No, there's
All
that
right.
for you. I've just been up since early morning.
Okay. Okay, that's Vonna. You are controllable by it. It is going to make the attack of opportunity. Give me just a moment.
Okay, great. And so yeah, it's gonna go to about here.
18 to hit.
It does.
14 points of piercing damage.
7. Okay. Let me roll their HP in and then subtract 7. Oh, finally. Okay, good. So they're rolling in with 20. And so that pounce is going to come in, which I have to accompany with a claw attack.
You need to roll an attack on the pounce.
Right, yes. As part of the pounce, it's stipulating a claw attack, and that's got advantage due to flanking. So, let me... Sorry, gang. New wild shapes. Very excited about them. So
the claw attack will hit.
Great.
And it's gonna
That's
make
just that's just checking for a crit, and that would be 5 slashing for that one. And they made their save. Okay, we're getting through this, and then was that my claw? Okay, so I get an additional claw and a bite.
Okay.
That's the second claw attack.
Hits.
24 for 6 damage.
Oh my gosh. These people.
Here they come.
Oh my
And then
god.
finally a
my god.
bite. And for 22, 4 damage.
We're gonna
And
die.
that- Oh no.
What just happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. D20. Give me just a moment.
9.
It should be 9.
9. D20.
Alright, well.
Got Rogue Dragoon 8 times and Nub Muffins once.
Only a single one. So the second to last number is going to be the damage that you guys take. But the second one is a critical hit on them. So it's doubled.
Ooh.
So that's 9d8. You all take 4 points of damage. So 24, which is 25 times 30. So 30 points of damage total on everybody as a wave of arrows come in from all of the rooftops. The imps are dead. And,
What was that damage to us?
4.
4.
Good job, Part B!
Okay, Vonna, that was the end of your turn, because Wild Shape, 3 attacks, and movement. Miresh, it is now your turn.
Alright. I'm going to hide underneath this overhang because I'm tired of getting hit by arrows. I'm almost dead.
Okay, you are
And
now
I'm-
immune to any attacks from the arrows.
And I'm going to use my action to use a healing potion.
Okay.
5 plus 2, so 7.
7 points of
Healing.
healing. That's your action. Bonus action?
I will use 1 sorcery point to regain a 2nd level spell slot.
You got it. Sulfur, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna try one thing before I die to dang arrows. If I lose a character, it's y'all's fault.
I mean, you can
I'm gonna
go do
cast
what Miresh did and go to
3rd level Scorching Ray on this guy.
Okay. As you take all of these spells and you twist them, you see that the magic coming from each one of your veins, watching all of that fire magic go towards this large creature, and it simply just and he doesn't even flinch.
Yep, I expected that.
Oh wait, I didn't roll that with an advantage. Freak.
Doesn't matter.
Immunities.
Ooh.
It's a damage
Okay.
type.
So immune to fire.
It's fine.
So Sulfur, would you like to get underneath the awning to avoid getting shot by a bunch of arrows? You can do what Miresh
That's
did.
my only dang choice. So yeah.
Okay. Do you have a bonus action?
Yell angry curse words at these arrows.
Okay, you curse at the arrows. It is now Melchaia's Treachery's turn. He is below half of his hit points, so I'm going to roll a d20.
Oh.
You see his wounds heal up. Okay,
The neat trick.
he looks around to each of you and
I will not fall. The wounds will heal. Always.
he's going to make 3 attacks. 2 of them against Kisha with his fork. A natural 1 and an 18.
Neither of them hit.
Of course they don't. And one tail attack against Vonna, 20 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
I need a Constitution save of 17, please.
Okay, let's see if I can generate that.
And you take 14 points of piercing, regardless. Okay, you fail.
Oh no.
You're
How
gonna
about 7? Can I do 7 instead of 14? If I'm really angry?
Yes. This is piercing damage.
Okay, good.
You're going to take 8 additional points of damage at the start of each of your turns.
Fun.
Roll me a wisdom check, please.
Wisdom check.
Okay.
21.
You are bleeding. If you use an action to staunch the wound with a DC 12 medicine check, you'll be able to stop this damage from happening to you every turn.
Alrighty then.
So you're taking 4 additional points of damage every turn.
And if I combat wild shape, heal myself with a spell slot, that'll staunch the bleeding as well?
Is that magical healing?
It is magical healing.
Then yes, it does.
Okay, great. I'd assume it is.
Healing Yodel on Kisha, Dirt, and Vonna. Okay.
Oh, what?
Heck
Dang.
yeah.
Hey.
Kisha 2, Dirt 3, Vonna 2. Sulfur gets 1 as well. 4. Okay. That's that. That is its turn. Kisha, it's now your turn.
Okay. So Kisha notices that he healed. So Kisha is just gonna keep hitting harder with her battle axe then.
Okay. A 10 misses.
Okay. Try it again.
A 23 hits. 8 points of slashing damage.
Then I'm going to try again to disarm him. So
Okay.
I need to roll a d8. Oops.
This is your 4th superiority dice. How many do you have?
This is my. Oh, it is my 4th. Yeah, and I only have 4.
Okay. So this is the last one.
Yep.
And he has to roll a strength check, is that right?
Yes.
Or strength saves?
Yes. Which I believe Mobius said it was a DC 15.
Okay.
Yeah,
14.
that's the
yeah.
Battlemaster DC.
All right, give me that fork.
All right. You see him drop his fork.
Yes.
And
Oh, waiter rushes up. I'll get you a new one.
Kisha is not finished yet. She is going to use. Where is it? An action surge.
Ooh.
Yes.
Let's go. Kisha coming back with a vengeance.
2 more attacks.
Yeah, she is. All right, go for it. 27 does hit, yeah. 12 points of slashing damage, and 19 also hits for 15, so 27 points of damage.
And
He's
just
looking real rough.
let's see. That's all I got. That's all Kisha has now for in terms of action. But just before her turn ends, once again, she's going to ask, "Do you yield?"
You see Melchaia Melchaia's treachery looking down. Ah!
Ah, damn you, turtle.
Very upset. So as he does that,
Ah, more. I need more.
and more imps start to come out. And these start to swarm him even closer to you all. None of them are within melee, but they're getting much closer this time. All right, Dirt, it is now your turn.
All right. So I really hope that this doesn't just waste the healing yodel that I received from the kind community member, but I would like to run up and grab the fork off the ground,
Okay.
and then I would like to dash away with it. So that was 2 feet of movement to get up here, so then I should have 40 total feet to GTFO.
Okay. One sec. I gotta look at something. How do I know the weight of a fork?
Oh, no, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you just pull it away. It's
All
taken.
right, sweet. Maybe it's like
Yeet.
dragging and sparking because I am a halfling, just like running with it.
Okay, so you distract him and then steal his fork.
Oh, and actually, that was just movement and action. So I mean, the rogue, I can use my action to dash and bonus action dash. So, I mean, I'll be 25 feet further.
I'm
Like,
assuming that you
hiding
wanted
around the
to.
building.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the map, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
that you want to be that you want
Want
to
some cover.
disengage, right?
Oh,
You said
yeah.
dash.
Good assumption.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
you're right. One of those should disengage. You're right.
It's okay. I'm here to master the dungeon.
100%. Thank you.
All
It's
right.
my turn.
So, Vonna, it's now your turn.
All right.
You're going to take 4 points of damage regardless.
Okay, yeah. So I'll do that. I will use a spell slot and heal myself down to.
Okay. You heal for 8.
Nice.
Ooh, yay. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to unleash the beast. I'm not gonna bother with the pounce again because I've seen them save and it's
Hang
just
on.
not worth it.
Hang on, I'm really
Oh
sorry.
yeah, no, I hear the voops. I hear the voops. Go ahead.
Okay, one moment.
So, 4 waves.
I yield to the voop.
Only the last one hits everybody on the map. However, let's see.
Is dirt undercover?
Dirt is undercover.
Okay, so it was okay.
So Miresh, Sulfur, and Dirt will not take any of this damage, but it's only 1 point of
Vonna's under an awning as well, no?
no.
But I was
Vonna-
climbing up the.
That's true, but this one is different.
Oh, this one is because it's not. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Okay.
This one's a civic building, and there's a reason for that. So, 15 points of damage to everything. The minions are dead, and by everything I mean the demons. So the minions are dead. He's going to take 15 points of damage as well. -1.5. Okay, and Vonna and Kisha are both going to take 1 point of damage, and that's it. So, Vonna, go ahead. You had actions.
Yep, they're gonna unleash their attacks, checking to see that they're still flanking, and that's 1 bite and 2 claws.
13 misses, 19 hits, 20 hits. So 8 points of damage. Okay.
All right.
And that's your turn?
Yes, I believe that would be it.
Okay. We're really, really close, but if you guys don't mind, never mind. We're good. Miresh, it's your turn.
Sweet.
All right. How's this guy looking?
Rough.
Excellent. All right, we're gonna try and finish this. I'm gonna hit him with a 3rd level magic missile, which is gonna be 5 bolts.
All right, roll all 5. 2, 5, 8,
4, 5.
8, 12, 15 points of damage. Still up. He's barely hanging on.
And I'll hold my position.
Okay. Sulfur, it's now your turn.
I third level chaos bolt
Okay.
towards Melchaia.
Okay. These attacks are at disadvantage because he has magic resistance. So roll one more time. If you've already used a level 3 spell, you just need to restore the spell slot and then fire it again. So unfortunately, 13 is not enough to hit his armor class. All right, do you have a bonus action?
I think that's a no.
Really? Or you know what? Can I do cantrips as a bonus?
If you've got Warcaster, I think.
No, only if your bonus action set, or if you have a cantrip that says it's a bonus action, which I don't know if there is one, then you can. But I don't know all the spells yet. So if you have one that's listed as a bonus action, you can use it. I'm so sorry. Wait a second.
Oh.
No, because you used True Strike and then you used
Scorching Ray.
you used Scorching Ray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the True Strike is gone. So never mind. It's very difficult to keep
I can't do anything.
Okay. Melchaia's Treachery is going to roll a d20. And his wounds heal up.
Of course it does.
Just
Oops.
heal the exact amount of damage I did to him.
How does he still have magic? We stole his fork.
You did take his fork.
I guess it wasn't his arcane focus.
Okay, so he's just going to make. He's just going to try to punch Vonna. 25 to hit and 22 to hit.
Yep.
Both of those are going to do 7 points of damage. And he is going to try and tail whip Kisha. 16 to hit.
Nope, that's nothing.
Jesus.
Block it with my shield.
Just knocking it out of the way. But Vonna takes 14 points of damage, halved to 7.
Yeah, that phantom cat is looking pretty phantom. Not fully, but very close.
I don't know why it's
Okay.
funny to me that he just turns around and just angrily starts punching because he doesn't have his fork anymore.
I love it.
Because he knows that you can keep him in place. Okay. He is going to still try and use his movement to fly up and out of the way. So, Vonna, Kisha, you're both getting attacks of opportunity.
Oh, yes,
not,
please.
these are not at advantage.
Okay.
Ah, damn.
Not at advantage. Phantom
Kisha
Hunting
misses.
cat. I'll try for a bite. You know what? I'd like to use a card to reroll that.
Okay.
Okay. Bite.
Oh.
I'm sorry, both miss.
That's okay.
Melchaia's Treachery is now 60 feet in the air above you all.
Dang. Okay.
And it begins to search.
Search? Oh no. What's he looking for?
I'm going to put this up here, but he's in the same position. So I'll just, you know what, I'll just put him back there. But he's 60 feet up. You guys aren't able to get attacks on him that are not ranged, unfortunately. Dirt, it is now your turn.
Oh wait, Kisha doesn't go?
Oh, sorry, Kisha, you're up. I apologize.
No, you're good. Does casting a spell count as a attack? Like if I were to cast a spell, could I do an extra attack?
It counts as whatever the spell is. So if it's a spell's a bonus
Okay.
action, you can cast it as a bonus action. If a spell's an action, you cast it as an action.
Okay. So in that case, Kisha is going to look at her squishy, the red rose, and she is going to cast a chaos bolt.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Remember, this is a disadvantage.
Okay. Let me control here. I don't have that on my character sheet, so I have to pull it up. It's just a straight D20, right?
What is your charisma modifier?
+1.
Roll a d20 and we'll add 3 in our heads.
Okay.
No, 4. Sorry.
And it would
4.
be, you said a disadvantage, right? So I would roll
It's a
2d20.
disadvantage. Roll 2 d20 and we'll add 4 in our heads. Okay.
So,
A
13.
13 is unfortunately not going to hit.
Okay. So if that's the case, I think that's all I have for now. What's my health looking at right now? Okay, yeah, Kisha's done for now.
Okay. Melchaia shouts out once again.
Minions, come to me!
More of them appear. Oops.
Oh my
no.
god!
Not another
Phase
one.
2!
Sorry.
He just divides like an amoeba.
And they begin to surround. The bodies are strewn everywhere. Dirt, it is now your turn.
4. Okay.
All right. Probably don't have line of sight on Melchaia's treachery from where I'm at. So I will shout for this bear to be useful, and move over and try to kill this imp.
Okay.
Slow him up.
We have
we
3
got
unleash
3
the
waves.
archers before you do that. Just a moment.
Okay.
7, 18, 8, so it all hits the enemies. So once again, exactly 10 chicken nuggets does something pretty fun and awesome. So here we go.
Oh my god, she kill it?
No.
Okay.
But
Audience
all the
stealing
imps are
glory.
dead again. So, Dirt, do you want to change your action?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. We'll roll him back to where he was. Cool. Yeah, my action then is just going to be. Can't really see or help anybody from here, but I can hide all with this fork.
Okay, you're gonna
You're good.
hide with the fork.
He's just gonna be Gollum
really,
with
really
the.
well. Okay, and 20 points of damage to this guy.
Dirt was like, I'm a head out.
He's really doing bad. Okay, Vonna, it's now your turn.
Okay, so Vonna is going to come out of wild shape as a bonus action and cast Create Bonfire.
Great bonfire, really?
Yeah.
Where are you going to create it?
Marshmallows.
On top of them, 60 feet on top, or no, it's gonna be on the ground. Dang it, I can't do that. And infestation's only 30 feet. I might as well stay in cat form because I can't hit it with anything. No, you know what? I still have one more spell slot that I can use to heal. Jeez. I'm just gonna prepare infestations if anything comes within 30 feet of me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you do that. Miresh, it is now your turn.
All right. So this thing, now that he's up in the air, and I can be sure I won't hit anybody with this. We're gonna blast him with a lightning bolt.
Okay. Roll that damage. All right, dex save 13. 19. So he does
Oh.
save. Miresh, how do you want to do this?
Down.
Nice.
The people of Barrel Tor will not be under your oppression any longer. Lightning bolt.
I love how you knocked it out of the park, both like a.
Why does that
like an
sound like a
anime hero.
Pokemon?
Yep.
All right. So as you do that, he looks down and is like,
No, not you! No!
and you just watch
Irony.
his body and explode in tons and tons of black ichor as it goes all across the rooftops. You look at Parpy looking straight up and going, ah! Bleh! And getting covered in the stuff. As this happens, Dirt, I need for you to roll me a charisma save. Your DC is 12.
Okay.
Okay. You start to feel the fork start to shift, and the form starts to break apart.
Oh no, nobody knows where I am because of my amazing stealth.
You just forgot where you went.
I'm just shouting, guys, this thing's changing. I'm over here. This thing's changing.
All right. I am going to roll a d20. You're going to roll a d20 as well.
Okay.
I need for you to tell me, are you going to roll higher or lower than me before we roll?
Oh, jeez. I am going to roll lower.
Roll the 17. Okay.
Very nice.
You feel the fork start to shift and start to change its form, and as you do that, you immediately let go. And the moment that happens, it breaks apart, and the parts of it shatter and also start to turn into this black ichor, and then start to melt into the ground. But it didn't take it with you.
I'm just kind of staring at it and pointing in case anybody comes over from the shatter sound, but this is some scary stuff.
Okay. So, with that, we're going to take just a short break. I hope that you guys don't mind me taking just a little bit of a break. My throat's kind of killing me, so I'm going to make a hot pot of tea.
course.
Good.
But let's take like a quick 5 minutes. I am simply just going to walk out of the room and mute myself, but you guys can chat about this. You guys can talk. You guys want to hang around with chat? I'm cool with it. I will be right back. I'm so sorry, but thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Be right back.
Sure thing.
Good job, Miresh. I mean, great job,
Great.
team, but way to get that kill
Oh
blow.
my god, I'm so satisfied. I killed Ringy. I killed the demon. It's a good Thursday for Miresh.
At what point does
Yeah.
Miresh become the demon? You just keep killing and killing.
Well, he's definitely got a bit of darkness in him now, I'd say.
If
I-
Miresh hadn't killed Raimi, Kisha would have said a twisted version of her usual introduction and just body slammed her with her shield.
Ooh.
I sent Black Irish the perfect zinger to say to Treachery. It's like you thought I looked delicious. How does this taste? Lightning bolt.
That would have been good.
That's a good
Yeah.
clip.
I just had to go for the anime. Isn't
For
that
sure, no, for sure that
Oh,
what you
no,
said would definitely work.
Inspiration card word.
So I think I killed one imp. I think one of the sorcerers killed an imp, and the stream killed like 18 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at all the bodies.
I never dealt any damage to the imps.
I'm just-
All my attacks were towards Melchaia.
Miresh can't do the light work.
I was lucky.
I think I hit like one imp. That was
I was expecting him to have fire resistance to hellscape and everything.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm glad you did that before me, so I didn't buy scorching.
I wasn't expecting the rain of arrows that I launched to kill the one that was gonna be behind me.
Oh, that was good.
It's kind of a happy accident.
Yeah, that's good timing.
So this is one of the reasons that I cut back on how much Unleash the Archers was going to be. This is going to be a big bad. We don't have any Ravenous today, and one of the reasons is because this demon was going to be a massive part of this fight. But one of the ways I was going to make this equally as challenging and equally as deadly is that each one of these imp minions, if allowed to fight, also have a normal attack and a sting, which is a lot of poison damage. So
Ooh.
that would have sucked. But not a single imp minion was able to hit. So that just this is also a test to me to see how many people actually care about their trouble bubble. So it lets me know.
Way to go, chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
chat was pretty much the victor in this one. Like,
But yeah,
all right,
Oh,
so I have to do a little bit of calculations to see exactly what you all get out of this. But let me do some calculations for XP. Can somebody please pop a calculator out? Or actually, no, I got my cell phone right here. Which is probably the very unprofessional thing to do, but since I need a calculator, this is very helpful.
I won't judge.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah, I do wonder how many episodes worth of time went into Archers. Like, some people were redeeming like 8 and 10 at a time. That's got to be
Yeah,
a
that
lot of
was
bubbles.
like 5K.
probably upwards of 100,000. Well, no, not that high. It wasn't
20?
that.
No.
Like
Probably
30,000.
like 25,000, maybe
30.
30,000.
Yeah, like Chicken Nugget said,
Yeah.
I think Rogue Dragoon shot 19 times total.
He is
Somebody
also
just
my
drained the bubble economy. That's all I heard.
That's very true. So challenge 200. You all killed 18. Oh no, sorry. 4. You all killed 20.
It's a good thing we took notice of the bubble limit early on so they could spam it as much as
Yeah.
they wanted.
That's very true. Divided by 5 times 2. Okay. So this Vanguard. Sorry, 1, 4. 0 equals. So this Vanguard achieves 19,600 experience for the caravan.
Ooh.
Divided by 5, that is 3,920 experience for all of you.
The audio cut out for me. How much was it?
Yeah.
3,000?
Sorry, 3,920.
20? Okay.
3920?
3920.
Great.
Hey, level 6. Let's go.
About halfway.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's level 6 for you, Miresh. Do you want to roll that
Halfway
hit dice?
there.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I rolled a 6, so you don't have to roll if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, take that 6. Only if you want that to be a thing. Do you want to
So-
level up in Sorcerer?
Yeah.
Okay, you're leveling up in Sorcerer, so you get that 6 extra hit points and another level 3 spell. Yes, Sulfur?
Sulfur wanted to do something to Melchaia's. Can he?
You wanted to do something to Melchaia's candy?
Can he?
Sure. What do you want to do
Like-
to Melchaia's icky, blown up body?
Okay. So
What did I-
Sulfur's gonna saunter on up and get near his like face and take
Roll me-
his hand and just shove it into his eye socket
So, hold on.
and
Don't
just
get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me too quick.
like squish his eye.
I think she's on a
Sulfur.
delay.
Yeah,
No worries.
Melchaia's goo.
Yeah,
Huh?
he exploded. So I'm still gonna allow you to do it, but give me just a second.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
So
Oh,
Wait. Like he has something.
well, dang.
give me a second. Roll me a perception check, please.
It's gonna be like,
No. Roll a perception. You might be able to still do it.
hey, okay.
You search around
Dang.
everywhere. You find
Can't
a
do
lot of
nothing.
you find a lot of little bits of him, but you can't really find what you're looking for. However, I will say that you find a single horn.
Okay.
Is Raimi's body still there, or did he like turn into her? She turned into him.
Raimi's body is still there. Well,
All right.
what's left of it? Most of it was bursted out.
I want to search it for the spear and anything else.
You want that stuff?
Yes.
Okay, give me just a moment. I have to
It's
bring
good.
up Raimi's sheet because I had a feeling that you were going to do that. So, as you search through Raimi's remains, not only is it kind of gross, but it looks like she has been exploded from the inside. As you start rifling through her stuff, she does have the Cambion Spear of Flame. Let me find the rest. So, what you do find, and no, just what you do find, you find the Cloak of the Bat. You find a Dart of Anaphylaxis, a Potion of Blinking, a Greater Healing Potion, you got Raimi? Yeah. And Smoldering Scale Mail Armor.
Ooh.
So those are the items that you find on her, and I'll say that since you did not use Erazever's magic for this round, he's going to use it in Identify to tell you exactly what you get.
What was the spear called? The spear of Cambion something?
The Cambion's Spear of Flamme. So, as you guys take a look at your spoils, you are inundated by dozens and dozens of dwarves that come out shrieking and hooting and hollering. Okay, healing potions are done, so the party gets 4 healing potions.
Oh, happy music.
Loud happy music, so I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. But as you all get so many people coming out, rushing, cheering, yeah! Woo! It's this group! I love this group! You're getting rained on with gold and different coins from all different directions. People are coming out, they're cheering, they're taking the bodies of the imps and ripping them in half and just being like, this is so easy! You see that there's a line of people doing a bucket brigade on the Citadel, but it's probably going to be a lost cause. As this happens, you're seeing everybody coming out nursing their wounds, people that were trapped before no longer. And because of the Vanguard's heroism, Vereldium is now safe from the threat of Melchaia's treachery and from the internal threat of Raimi Bliblio.
Yes.
So, as they shower you with treasures, with gratitude, and with anything that they can, you are well watered, very drunk, and you are fed a feast that you wish you had 5 or 6 stomachs. Vonna looks up and goes, "What? but not today. So, as you all are reveling, nursing the wounds that you've currently taken, collecting a couple of the crossbow bolts that may still be usable, you make sure that you let everybody else know your story. You let everybody else know that Raimi and Aresh Kagal were performing some heinous experiments on different caravans that would come in. You let them know of all that you discovered. You let them know that Kisha, although had fallen, was given such a second chance because of two fallen heroes. You also see that you've made many new friends that have came in, many new allies. You've helped Beryl Tor to get their economy back, get their peace of mind back, get their safety back. And now that the internal threat of the Biblio clan is no more, now they can start moving forward progressively and actively in this conflict. I need for everybody to please roll me a D100.
Roll what, sorry?
A D100. Is my audio cracking up?
It's cutting in and out a little bit for me.
It's like the last syllable only.
Oh, that sucks.
Rolled a 4.
It's definitely one of the
all my
numbers.
good rolls.
28's not too bad.
What are we missing?
I think we're missing
Sulfur.
Sulfur. That's it.
Sulfur.
Night Haze?
I think there's a connection issue. Not a big deal. Okay, 54.
54.
So just a moment. Got to do the calculator thing again.
Looking at my inventory, I have just opened up another role-playing opportunity for myself.
Nice.
I forgot that one of these items that I brought with me has this ability. But I'll wait.
No worries. So, as you all finish this out, the Robidoux, those who are very inundated about money in Beryl Tor, they come over to you. It's like, boys, ladies, all of you, thank you so much. You have opened up the entire town. We're going to be able to do anything again. And it's all because of you. We're going to rub this stain completely out. We're going to make sure that the Beryl Tor does its part in the conflict. This is for you. Hopefully it will help you on your journeys. And you see an entire wagon cart being driven by 6 large Clydesdale horses.
Ooh.
Each one of them has leather barding across it, all with the military insignia of the Beryl Tor. As you look in the back, you see nothing but gold and gems. So as they hand it to you, you all get 5,552 gold.
Holy crud.
6 war horses, all with leather barding, and a cart.
Amazing. Thank you very much. We were just doing our part.
So you're giving it back?
No, we'll take it.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought you were going to do.
No.
Anybody know how to drive this thing?
Most of you do, since
Just
you're
kinda-
all members of the caravan. All right. So,
Alright.
As the caravan gets themselves together, you all bring yourself back to the rest of the caravan, letting everybody else know what you have done. As you gather yourselves, gather your party, and all of you get together, you all decide it's time to move on. So all of you, everybody who is currently played, and all of these new friends, continue on with you. In the next session, we are going to be in a new location, which you may choose in the Discord. We're going to go to one of 4 places. I will show you on the current regional map. You all are right here. There are 4 places that you may choose. You may go east to Fort Eldaris. You may go northeast to Eldid Ramen. You may go northwest to Felden's Birth. Or you may go south to Sail Point. Since you have already made a name for yourself in Silderville and in Belsong, and now become heroes in Barrel Tor, you all have done a great deal of good here. So as you gather yourselves up and ready to go, you look out amongst Barrel Tor, a little bit of carnage, a lot of camaraderie. A part of you is going to miss this place. A part of you hates this place. But as you look across the Rook's Bastion, you remember those that you've lost. You remember those that you've gained. And you look across thinking, this is one hell of an adventure. And it's only going to get grander from here. So, that is actually going to end our session today. We're ending a little bit earlier than normal.
Can I do something real quick for roleplay purposes?
Absolutely can.
Oh boy.
So could you bring us back to the caravan?
I would be happy to.
So I realize that the Palantir Spear has a scrying ability. So I'll put that there. But seeing as how it's very specific, so seeing as how I don't have the same alignment, Kisha is going to scry the caravan for Cinder because she is still confused.
Okay. As you push the ball and you put your hand over the top of it, you try to focus as hard as you can onto Cinder. And as you do, you feel sadness. You feel calmness. And you feel peace. As you do, you press yourself as far into this as you can. And it almost seems like you're looking at yourself. But you also look out and you see Sulfur. It's like you're seeing 2 people at the same time. But you feel peaceful.
Is going to ask Sulfur, what's happening to me? Why do I see myself when I look for Cinder?
Puts his hand on Isha's shoulder, kind of looks sad for a moment, Cinder's a part of you now. You are bloodlust. Your family.
Not poison that's in me. It's her, isn't it? She really is gone.
Physical.
That,
Yeah. Sulfur takes the stone that was his sister and kind of reaches it out. Kisha says, "You were the only one she trusted. You can have this."
And
oh,
Sulfur hands over the stone.
thank you. And Kisha just stares at it, runs her fingers through it.
Kisha, as you look at this item, and as you continue to speak this, you look to the left towards the family fire, and the stones that glow around. They glow when you speak truth. Not all of the stones glowed, which means you didn't say the entire truth. If every stone glows, it is the complete truth, but not every stone did.
It's okay. You see, 'cause I grew up in the wild, and then very on I learned about death and how natural it is. When I was 2, I witnessed my parents pass away, and I inherited everything. The items they gathered, the knowledge they taught me, and the stories they told. And that's okay. I knew nothing about how civilizations worked, but I heard so much about them. I I met Cinder when I first went into town one day, and she looked like she knew what she was doing, so I copied everything she did. She didn't like that. There was a time I remembered she was looking at a fruit stand, picked up an apple and put it back down, and I did the same thing. I thought it was something ritual or something like that. She taught me everything I know, such as how to trade, which apparently merchants don't like it when you give them rocks. And we talked a lot about personal space. She also kept me from getting lost in towns and buildings, while making sure I don't accidentally break any trinkets. And one day she told me I was worthy of something, and invited me into her family. She always talked about followers, and it sounded like she had a big family that was just very, very accepting. She was the first friend I made. She even helped me get Ari, and that's okay. Cinder's Cinder Bloodlust is dead because of me. I couldn't protect her like I promised, and now she's gone, and that's okay. On this day, I am no longer Kisha. I take a deep breath, just closes her eyes and screams, "My name is Kisha Bloodlust, and I am a turtle. I am traveling with you all today to make friends, learn new things, and tell our stories for my children to hear, just like my ancestors did before me." While I know that she's gone, I know that she will always be an Ari. Memories will always be in my thoughts. And shall always be in my heart. Figuratively and literally. Okay. I'm ready to go.
As you say that, and as you finish that up, you all watch as the stones behind Kisha, now Kisha Bloodlust, are dancing. And you can see that not everything that Kisha said was the complete truth. But when Kisha said her name was Kisha Bloodlust, that was true. All the lights lit up. And afterwards, you all hear, "Shh. You're one of us now." And the whispers fade. Damn it, Horsenio. Oh. You are absolutely going to get a card of inspiration for that. Holy crap, man. Make me cry.
This written out. And planned out for like weeks. So I had to I needed to get this down at some point. I knew I had to.
Very
is-
excellent. A good speech.
I feel like I have to put it out there. I'm also tearing up.
Oh yeah.
I
so
thought
am I.
when I first wrote this, I was tearing up. And then after rehearsing it so many times, I was like, I finally got this. You guys, I'm pretty sure you could hear the cracks in my voice. It's like, holy crap, I'm starting to break down again.
Dude, if my throat wasn't already sore, the knot inside of it would have sealed it up. That was very, very good. Cheers to you. Cheers to Cinder, Bloodlust, and to Blanc.
Here.
And now you all are moving on from this location. But it's going to be quite a while before we have Critical Role, so we're in an interesting predicament. So, why don't I get a little bit of feedback from you guys, and we just have a quick chat, okay? Most DMs usually do this. I try to do this with my players every once in a while, but I want to hear what you guys think about this. I want to hear what you guys think about the game, how you're enjoying it, like how you feel about it. Let's get started. If you don't mind, I'll just create a guided conversation, if that's cool with you guys.
Sure.
Yes, we.
Yep. We certainly got the time.
Yes, I do. And also, to anybody in the chat, feel free to join in as well. But we are going to be moving.
I'll try to paste in anything.
No, it's okay. So now I don't have to worry about the game happening in front of me. But if you guys could do me one really big favor, can you please put your tokens down with everybody else down below, so that we can show everybody all of the players and all that we have. I'm going to zoom in on that just for a minute. Because this actually makes me really, really happy to see all of these players and who we have playing with us. Yeah, that makes me really happy to see.
So many friends come along on this adventure. It's been a
No,
wild
right?
ride.
Some of you guys are in the road. I get hit by a random cart hanging out in the road like that.
Move over here then.
I'll hang out with Incursion.
By the brand new cart.
That's very, very true. So, a lot of you guys have played with me outside. Victory is one of the OGs with me. He's a part of the 10X crew who you saw every once in a while. Whenever we get the chance to get together, we love playing the games together. But you guys as new players to my DM, what do you guys think? How is this game? Is this what you expected from 5th edition? Is this sort of wild? Do you guys have home games? What do you do? So, those new players who haven't played with me yet, what is something that you expected when you came into the game?
Well, initially I got linked up through like a Small Streamers Connect Discord, and I was just looking for anybody who was streaming D&D, and then I opened up the Discord expecting, just a bare bones, here's what you need to make your character. And then I saw channel after channel of this interesting homebrewed system where, you have the craftsman, you have an inventory, and you have like daily training, and it just seemed like it was a really fleshed out, accompaniment to 5e, which is something that I'm always trying to think of, like how do I turn this like super adaptable system into something that is kind of unique, and I think Vereldium is pretty neat with that. I think it would be interesting to have kind of like little check marks throughout the week where you kind of like build into the events that happen on Thursdays, because I feel like it's kind of like really like conversational RP and then straight into battle. So anything constructive would just be kind of like set up some interesting, maybe like puzzle or social interactions to play out on stream involving more like puzzle solving or maybe just skill checks. But definitely love the depth, love all the interesting corners of the Discord to discover and make this game truly something that's all its own. I love it.
So funny thing too, I was actually trying my best to make a lot of those puzzles happen, but having the Ravenous come in every once in a while, they just sort of swarm everybody. So it's just like, no, I'm just here to kill. Forget it. Which is usually always a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, not knocking that. That's great.
From the chat, it says Rose said I was overwhelmed by it all, but I do look forward to more. Reese is ready.
Awesome. Well, we love having you guys around.
Excited.
Yeah.
I really liked one thing that really stood out to me was the format. It was one thing being new to D&D. One of the things that was overwhelming about D&D is just the commitment of, or like the original idea of every week is the same party, so it's like I really have to block this amount of time every single Sunday or something like that. And so rounding out and like trying to get a bunch of people to align their schedules was always a conflict, which I'm pretty sure everyone here can relate to. So the fact that the protagonist changes up every week was one plus, because it felt like I didn't have to be there every single time.
Family, love, health, and work always come first.
Right. And then the Ravenous thing was an interesting touch.
I think everybody here except for Mobius Stripper has been Ravenous before, right?
Yeah.
I've been Ravenous.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
have been Ravenous? That's right. So which do you guys like to play more?
Definitely the Vanguard for me.
Okay.
Totally ravenous.
I like both. Probably because I was ravenous first for like 3-4 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
That one was a different change of pace rather than like being a character. I've actually like played ever. And I think it's awesome. It's actually made me love D&D more than like when I first was reading, creating a character, stuff like that.
I'm really glad
So this campaign has kicked off me definitely wanting to dive deeper in like the lore and classes and everything like that.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And hearing that too also gives me a ton of inspiration to keep pushing forward in the lore and making things as is fleshed out in like a novel that you guys are pretty much writing on just by your actions. Why don't we go around? I would like to hear what is your favorite moment so far of the campaign. Black Irish, what's your favorite moment so far of the campaign? You can say it today if you want.
Probably the whole thing with Raimi turning out she was a changeling and kidnapping my character, just trying to control an entire town. That blew my mind. I was, whew, it was incredible.
Glad you enjoyed it. What about you, Night Haze? What's your favorite part?
Oddly, it was when I was the Ravenous. It was only week 2 or 3. It was me and Horsenio. We were goblins.
Oh yeah.
Mine was surrounded by the Vanguard. I had one chance. I think it was dirt that I was facing against, and I was like, for honor! And I did a seppuku moment with my
Oh,
goblin, and I was
I
like,
remember
yes.
that was good.
I'm actually really glad that you brought that up. Can somebody please clip what you just said?
Come on.
If at all possible. Thank you so much. There's a reason for that. So, I'm really awesome to hear that. I thought that was an absolutely fantastic moment too. Also, I see that Teach Ereziver, a new spell, just went positive. So, do you guys want to teach Ereziver? Well, I'll put this to the Discord so that everybody gets a chance. But Ereziver is going to learn a new spell for next session. What about you, Mobius? What do you think?
I gotta say the Warforged family confrontation. I am a big believer in confrontations that don't have the one, the one, solvable solution. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word solution. The one solution of take the opponent team to 0 HP. Like we were, clicking switches, and that was just a really interesting combat to resolve with, being rewarded for not dropping any of the smaller Warforged. So I think that fight was definitely a highlight for me and my experience in the Vanguard.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Knowledge Domain. I saw that my audio is going down. I'm sorry, my cat was on my soundboard, so that's probably what happened. Is he just pulled my faders down again? He sits on my soundboard, which, if anybody has seen a soundboard before, it's the most uncomfortable place for anything to be. But he sits right on top of it. So, thank you for the catch.
He's just trying to do work.
It's true.
Just, it's Plum's thing.
Okay, so thank you guys very, very much. And yeah, Mambo number 9, if you want to come and play, Discord link is right here. You can pop on in, even just to get the free content. All the maps that I use are free for you to use. You just have to cite the source, let everybody else know where you got them.
That's another thing. All your homemade maps are amazing. I've only ever played in one other D&D game, but that guy, he just pulled kind of random stuff off the internet.
I'm not saying that I don't do that in most of my other games as well. Which actually brings me to something else that's going to be happening. So our next giveaway is going to be a live book full of pre-made maps. So you can bring them into your session if you're a DM, or you can bring them into a game shop. And whenever somebody just says, well, wait a second, can we go hunting? Look, a forest. There you go. And you just out there and ready for you. So that'll be the next one after we have our next giveaway.
I need to go off for.
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to. Victory, what do you think?
Well, as far as favorite moment, I would say my personal favorite was when we had the 3-headed Ravenous that did the TPK. And my guilt is definitely assuaged because of the great role playing that it's given for Kisha and Miresh and Cinder and everybody that went down. I mean, I had no guilt in the moment doing it. It needed to happen. But I'm glad that, it wasn't the end for these characters, or for the ones that it was, that is a meaningful end. I do also think that, one of the things I think a lot of people hit on it, but this community has been great, and your stream has been great for new players, right? For a lot of people coming into the hobby, joining things. Obviously, there's always, the wild card of technology and where we're going to go, and some people may or may not enjoy playing on stream or feel nervous about that or something. But it's really been such a great place for, I feel like, people who are somewhat new to the hobby to come in, get the experience, feel very welcomed. I hope that really comes through in every episode. Somebody who's been playing, now obviously since the pandemic online, but the in-person games that we had, there are a number of homebrew rules. I think some people have said it in the Discord a few times when they come in, like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of content there, but there's great community members that are always there to help people out in between episodes and kind of get settled and understand everything. Yeah, I mean, and I think that everybody should feel. I think if we're seeing on stream how many different players there are, but I think it's great that everybody's putting together the type of character that they personally want to play. Sometimes the randomness of the Vanguard means it's not necessarily like an ideal party. Sometimes we have like 4 barbarian druids show up all at once. I don't know, but it makes it entertaining to view, and I think it's great in terms of everybody really just coming out and having fun and bringing a neat character. For me, it's been interesting playing Dirt instead of playing Shepherd from the Adequate 8 campaign. There's multiple times, both now and in that the previous one, when Dirt and Miresh were almost consumed by gelatinous cubes. It's just like muscle memory about thinking about paladin abilities and things like that. So I'm also I guess, sorry to drag on, but definitely personal shout out on adding in the Oath of the Torch into the campaign for anybody. I mean, I know that's something you and I worked on for the home game, and that feels really cool that folks can check it out and see if they like it and kind of bring continuity to the game there.
Oh yeah, every game that I've ever ran, especially if I do it through Vereldium, everything that every party has ever done affects the entire world and how everything works. For example, so Victory's home game, which I'm currently writing out this campaign, so I can't let too much, but there is a certain underground location that has a certain thing that you can get on top of, and if one of those are gone, then they're gone for everybody at all times, and that's how it's always been. Which, by the way, you guys currently have those items. So...
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of things that are kind of interesting where the puzzles are actually all there. So the pieces are there for you to sort of check out and experiment with and see. So the items that I'm talking about, there is a potion that seems to defy gravity, and a rod that seems to have unicorn white flowing hairs that look like they are swimming through water that come out of it.
Classic chitty chitty bang bang combo.
Pretty much. Victory knows what those are, but I've asked him, it's like, please let everybody else have their fun. And seeing if anybody else can to make those happen and have some fun with them. And they're going to get there. Oh, thank you so much. Executive Jiganagus is bringing it again. What's up? And Horacenio. So one of my favorite parts of this campaign is everything that you write. Like, your speeches and your monologues are mind-blowingly good, dude. Like, and everything that you brought to the community, like, for all of you, for all the content that you guys create just by you being yourselves, and then by the content you create by you being your characters. Horacenio has gone above and beyond thousands of percent, both in the Discord community and also, like, just the kind of stuff that you put out is so incredible. And the speeches that you've done are phenomenal. Today, like, I literally was crying. If I wasn't wearing these glasses, I mean, you just, like, it would just all pull up right here.
It was truly incredible.
To be honest, when writing that, my intention was to make people cry. So
You did it.
I'm glad that I got that response.
Oh yeah.
But overall, really, I can't really take all the credit for what I wrote. It's also the world that you built that was so immersive, and I couldn't help but dig deeper into the lore. And when I was coming up with EMP and coming up with a concept, I figured, you know what, maybe I should give him a backstory that's closely knit with the lore that you had. So I did a little bit of brainstorming to make sure that EMP has a pretty intense backstory compared to, in connection with everybody.
Mhm.
This is gonna make me sound biased, but my top 3 moments so far in this entire thing, 2 of them were involving Kisha. Her death, as sad as I was all for it just because I loved how it inspired everyone in the caravan in some way. It ignited some kind of fuel and kind of gave the reminder that death is a thing and it's entirely possible to lose your character. And today's session, I really liked it not just because I got a chance to do my monologue. Well, that was great. But I liked it just because it felt like it was a redemption for Kisha, and I had to. I mean, and I'm sure everyone by now can tell that I really love to roleplay and tell stories. So it really felt like I had to live up to the expectation that Kisha's back now, and she wanted to really show what she's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And the third moment involved Miresh when he spoke to the leader of the Confederacy. I was freaking out in my chair.
Yeah, that set up a few things.
For those of you new in chat, this is not something we collaborated with. This is completely random and by chance between me and Bizarchus.
Yep. Well, it was always there, but he had no idea. Yep. You piss off Aresh Kagal, and he's going to send people after you. But likewise, and I think after the TPK, that actually wrecked me. That was my very first TPK as a DM, and I look back on it, it's just like, oh crap, did I not balance this properly? Oh crap, did I do something that, like, I made this happen? This is my fault. It was me. And then I look back on the actual story, and there were so many like dropping parts and so many things that didn't work right. Or didn't work exactly as planned, and if everything worked exactly as planned, it would be, maybe it wouldn't have happened, but who knows? So as that happened, it rocked me so much that I was like, all right, I have to make this worth something. And then after a little bit, like, it started to really, really work out well, I think. And then I was able to start building, like, Raimi as this, like, massive dirtbag. And then I said, it can't just be a dirtbag for just being a dirtbag's sake. It's got to be bigger than that. And then it just kept working and working, building and building and building. And then I kept saying, okay, you guys have enough traveling food now. Do you want to move on to the next location to see how the community, how everybody else wanted to work with this? And then everybody, every single day said, no, we're going to stay in the barrel tour. We want to see where this ends. And it's like, cool. Oh, crap. Thank you guys so much for the gift subs and for the subscriptions.
Wow.
Got a hype train. Really, really appreciate it, everybody.
I think part of why the TPK
But,
happened was because of. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna add the TPK being the one that lost a character. That was it hurt because Bizarchus, you had made me a brand new spell customized to my character. I took a monster and switched it to a PC. First game I lost her. But
yeah.
And I just remember the messages of you being like, I'm so sorry, like, it's okay. Do you want to play? Da-da-da. Like, you felt terrible.
Yeah, the flood of apologies from the Ravenous at the time, and Bizarre.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was pretty wrecked after that. Like I looked over and it's like, okay, we got to figure out
But
a way to do it. And then
even
you
though
said, no, I'll bring in a new character, and I'm like, okay,
yeah,
we'll do it.
I think I
But-
remember that day because I think at some point we went to another stream, and in one of their chat, like I read that you drank an entire box of wine from how sad you were.
It wasn't
Yeah.
an entire box, and it's not for myself.
it was my chat.
It
But
was up there.
yeah, even though that kind of was a surprise, I loved the story it built. Like
Yep.
the base. Like it really led up to the Warforged, it led up to major character development. That was more than I thought. And I wasn't gonna let losing my first ever character stop me from playing. I just didn't know how to bring back someone. And I love the idea of I'm still gonna play this class, but I wanted total surprise, like totally different personality. And that was just I'm glad I got to bring him back today. That was a lot of fun.
The cat back on the sound.
Yeah, and exactly 10 chicken nuggets seem to have known before I did. That was incredible. But I really do agree. So Night Haze and I, she had this really amazing concept for this Blood Witch, which sounded awesome. And since sorcerers already have all the magic is in their bloodline, why not? And also it just made the RP super cool. But Kisha and Cinder both had like their own artwork. They've been working on it for ages. They've been like weeks and weeks and weeks of all this preparation. And then Horsenio had like a whole speech. We created magic items, this amazing backstory, and then not even 2 hours in, blah, totally dead. I was like, God! That, I think, was the worst part, is that you guys were looking so forward to this and just murdered.
So I want to say to their credit, though, I mean, on top of maybe me and Knowledge Domain and Evil Emu being a little bit more bloodthirsty, a lot of it was because we felt we had to do so good after the weeks of Horsenio and Night Haze almost killing people. Like, the caravan kept narrowly getting away all those previous weeks, and we're like, we have to make this happen. It felt really bad that it was down, but in many ways, maybe it's like, hey, we're still like Team Ravenous, and we finally got a win.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
it really did help,
me
like...
and Horsenio
Go ahead.
felt the same way. Like, when it happened, we were both like, you know what? The Ravenous deserve this one. Because, yeah, we were the only two for like 4 weeks. Everyone was like, what? Y'all are going to be Vanguard? Y'all are going to wreck house. Nope,
Like,
died
we
2
were-
hours in.
There was a huge hyping thing leading up to that session because
So much.
not only were we Ravenous for a bunch of weeks, and then we were debuting as Vanguard, but I think at some point we were like, you know what, screw it, let's have 3 Ravenous members instead of 2. And so there was like, it felt like
Oh, yeah.
It was fate.
pay-per-view. Yeah.
It really was. And the reason is because, okay, so there was a few things that happened, is that there were so many people who had signed up for both Ravenous and Vanguard. And then the day of, we had probably about 60% of them pull out, which is really, really tricky to get everything to mesh up and to work. So I brought Blanc in as a filler, somebody to help out. And as they did that, they were, oh, another hype train. Whoop, whoop. Awesome. So I brought him in as filler to get him working with the rest of the Vanguard. So he was last minute. I mean, like 10 minutes before we started, he jumped in. So, excuse me, all this talking. So about that time we'd already been down to 4 players instead of 5, and I had already tried to replace I think 4 players that day. I think because like 2 just kept the 2 slots just kept losing out. And like I said, nobody's ever contracted to play. If anything pops up, you just have to go. That's it. No questions asked. Everything's fine. But the Ravenous was just awesome. You know, it's like I really, really want to play, but we both rolled the same number, but we really, really want to do this. And I was like, okay, fine. Plus, it was the first new location, and for everybody who's played Ravenous in the very beginning, I would give them tactics. So their tactics would be: you just down somebody, you leave them alone, and then you try to down everybody else. And then if you down them, you just run away. So no, just straight up murdering. And then after they reached a certain level, I said, all bets are off. Go ahead and do whatever you're going to do. And that was, I think, the first time that I did that is when Victory and Knowledge Domain and Evil Emu were did the TPK. Because, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I had the one, what's it called? Like where the cavalry shows up and to cart somebody away. So I was like, oh, surely they'll use that. That'll be the oh, this stuff's getting real kind of thing. And then everybody else was like, oh no, we're gonna avenge him right now.
And I didn't think that everybody knew there were 6.
Leading up to our debut as PCs, I had a tiff with Miresh. I was out to get his character.
Yeah.
Every single week.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna down him.
Yeah.
And his
I think everyone still is.
stupid cards. Reroll.
I think one thing was like I remember when we were Ravenous, and every single week.
He would taunt me in my chat too.
Yeah. Every single week, Night Haze would be like getting so close to killing him, and it wouldn't work out. And she was getting annoyed. Like towards the end of the sessions, she would get so competitive and so invested that she wanted to win as Ravenous. That whenever we lost, she lost it. And funny enough, it's like when we became the PCs and we died, we're like, oh, as sad as I am about my character being gone, all bets are off? Okay, I'm signing me up now because I want to kill somebody.
Like,
I was untouchable for a good little chunk there.
Yeah, and also Caroton87 brings up as well, the session right after, a bunch of you just went straight back in. And then Incursion was introduced, and Alistair Digby, the Baron von Espy, also came in as well to do what he could, where you killed one of the Anunnaki.
Yep.
But Night Haze, go ahead.
This whole campaign has been like a whirlwind. But it's been fun.
I'm glad that it's been
It was also
fun so
cool getting inspiration for my Sims.
Oh yeah.
Because I like building that universe.
That was so cool.
Cinder lives on.
The moment that happened, I came and I showed my wife. It's like, you got to see this. It's like all of those are characters that like we created together, and she just made like this awesome Sims house with just players that existed in the world, and I was like, oh, this is so awesome. That was like my fan art moment, like with getting first fan art, and like.
Even made
the cat, yeah.
Your cats.
Our cats, yeah.
Loud Weather.
It was I remember we made 3 cats. I think it was like, so along with Pig and Bad Weather, you made Colonel Mustard, Professor Plum, and the what's the robot's name? The Kitty Crusher 2.0 or something like that.
Per Machine.
Per Machine.
1000 or something.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for us to get
Which
big
was our
enough.
one-shot campaign.
Animatics of us.
Oh, what was that?
I'm just waiting for us to get big enough for people to start drawing animations of us.
That'd be fun.
better at animation I'd be doing. There's so much for it.
Yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Well, I think we're actually getting to a pretty decent point.
Hey, have you used the Prime subscription? If not, use it now.
Yeah, you'll find the reminder of it like right here, I think. Should be like right there on the screen. Little crown. I'm going to go back around and why don't you guys ask me a question? Like if there's anything that I can answer for you that's something that's been like weighing on you or something that can be cleared up. As long as it's not like it's a massive part of a plot later on, I'll answer it for you. So I'll open this up. Literally, it's an AMA. I'll let one question per person, and the chat can get in on this as well if you're looking into that. So how about that? Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great. This is just a continuation off of a previous question I had about training. When Vonna rolled their stats initially, they rolled pretty poorly. They have 2+2s, and those are their highest stats. So I know that there are some ways to do some additional training other than the 2d20 I've been rolling daily. So just some more information about how to pump up some poor ability scores to get some specialties in this character.
So aside from leveling up and getting the ASI, there's also very powerful creatures in this world. So one creature that you all would not know of is that there are gem dragons. So one of the gem dragons specifically is on my soundboard again.
Kitties. No.
Sorry. One of the gem dragons is amethyst, another is opal, another is ruby, another is emerald, another is topaz, another is sapphire. So these are all the gem dragons that you can form pacts with that will give you bonuses to your stats. They'll also give you other bonuses as well, depending on what sort of boon they're looking to give you and what you can give them in exchange. They're very different. So usually pact bearers have like, I will give you this now, but later you must do this for me. Or I will give you this as long as you're in the process of doing this. So with gem dragons, it's different. The way that the gem dragons work is that they take away your growth. Once your soul gets into a vessel, your soul continues to grow because it slowly grows more powerful with the experience, with the life over time. The gem dragons take your vessel from where it is right now, and your soul simply just stops growing. But it only does that until your vessel is destroyed. And then after that, your soul is back to normal. So it simply takes your growth. So that's something you can do. You can also find magic items that increase your stats, such as gauntlets of ogre power, belts of giant strength, periaps, circlets, things like that. So those are all things that you can go searching for.
Cool.
Very cool.
Okay.
Exactly 10 Chicken Nuggets wants to know who is on the Vereldium Council.
So there are a lot, actually. The only one that I can tell you is King Wallen Constans of Orthrondon. And also the Platinum Monarch. His name is Shaksa.
Platinum Monarch, interesting. It's cool.
Okay. Do you guys have any other questions? I'd be happy to answer them for you.
I had a question about the Bliblios.
What's up?
Were they all just like under Raimi's mind control, or were they all straight evil?
They were all under the command spell Chaos.
Gotcha.
I have a question.
What's up?
Will there ever be a way in the Discord for players to battle against a player just for like
Or Battle Royale
the
stuff.
hell of it? Well, like think of it as training if they were camped out, right? Like they need to keep their skills up
Oh, sparring.
and they can't just sit there. So if you want to challenge someone for like 10 experience points, is that a thing?
You can
Because
use
I think it'd be cool.
you can use Avray to do rolls. So you have to do it.
I know you're there.
So you can just use Avray, which is our dice rolling bot, to do rolls in there. So if you want to have battles in there, absolutely. I'll make a channel for it in a little bit. But once I do that, you guys
I
can...
challenge Miresh.
Oh my gosh.
Bet. Let's go.
Done. Sounds like fun.
Battle of the Sorcerers.
You guys, this is very much going to be a GURP, but you can absolutely do it. For anybody who's old enough to know what a GURP is. Or a MOOP. Sorry, a moot? No, it's a GURP. It's a GURP. So, with that, I'm gonna read up really quick on the chat to see if there was anything. Shaksa is the name. Shaksa. And
Like, we're
also,
already
yes, I am very, very aware of Meyer Lansky now that somebody explained it to me, and I may change the name.
Mobius, it looks like you have a challenge from Breeze in a sparring session.
Oh, a druid off.
Interesting.
I have a.
Nope.
Okay.
You know what
big
fight
one.
I want to see? I want to see Incursion versus Brenna.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I kind of want to see Sulfur versus Kisha.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Kisha would use that as a learning opportunity to get used to her abilities. But since her body's still getting accustomed to the changes, she is emotionally unstable. She's not going to always be happy.
Mm.
But yeah.
All right, guys. And ladies, I think that this is a wonderful stopping point for us tonight. Thank you all so much for chatting with me afterwards. We are finished with the barrel tour. You all got a lot of really cool stuff. You all got a lot of really interesting forward momentum, and you're going to be choosing your next location coming up soon. Yep, that's all going to be in the Discord. Please let everybody else know about this. Let people know about the campaign. Tell your local game shops. Support them. I plan on keeping this going. I actually just got another email. I have 2 interviews coming up. So things are finally starting to look up on my end, hopefully.
Fantastic.
Moving into the tech
Good
industry.
job, Biz.
And also, thank you very, very much to Victory for hooking me up with somebody on Twitter, and I may even be on a podcast. But I need to first get into the tech industry before I go into a podcast about getting into the tech industry.
Right.
Everybody's journey is interesting. If it helps, give somebody some support on making a change there.
I 100% agree. And we had a really good talk about that, her and I, just to make sure that that's going to be good. And I told her that the moment I have something that's tangible, that caps the ending, that hey, this worked out, then I would be good for it. I don't want to leave an open-ended story. I hate those. So I'd rather just have hey, I just got an offer for a job or something like that. Then I'll say, hey, this looks like a really good time for me to come on in. Let's make this thing happen. All right.
You can do it.
Thank you all so much. And this has been a ton of fun. I can't wait to do this again. Remember, this is going to go up onto YouTube Saturday. So either Saturday extremely early morning or Saturday afternoon. Watch it, follow. You can see every single episode that we've ever done of the Vereldium campaign. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow. We're not going to be doing a talk back. It's just going to be me screwing around on games again from 3 to 6. And then I have to go and run another campaign for somebody else. I have 5 campaigns going right now. My mind is freaking putty.
You are truly the biggest dungeon master.
And I have been gaining
deserve
a
a cat
lot of
nap.
weight.
Boom.
To get you as a player someday.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I was a player in a couple of your one-shots, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's where I first heard Robidoux.
Mm-hmm. Thibodeau Robidoux, at your service. That's actually an interesting idea. Victory, would you be interested in streaming?
We could talk about it offline and see what it takes, but yeah.
Okay,
I've
I've been getting an itch to.
I just wanted to
I'm
put
getting
you
an
on the
itch in the new
spot,
year.
you know.
It would be kind of cool if, I mean, obviously this is conceptual and you can work on it, but it's like if someone, an aspiring dungeon master, were to DM one of these sessions while Biz takes a turn as PC.
In
I would
this
like that.
In this campaign? Ooh.
Yeah, or maybe
That'd
a
be
one
intense.
shot, but
Well,
Yeah, just one shot.
just to
this
see
seems
like
like
DM style.
this seems like a natural and organic time to invite everybody to the Mobius strip. I just started a Sunday game. This Sunday will be session 3, and I got my dad in the party, and
Oh, that's
it's
really sweet too. You got to go see
That's
this.
cool.
It's so
Mobius
awesome.
Dad.
I'm a new DM. All my players are new pretty much, but I have a lot of storytelling and improv experience. So it ends up being a pretty interesting time. And yeah, if anybody,
Twitch.tv/the Mobius
The Mobius
Stripper.
hell yeah, thank you. Thanks for the plug.
Absolutely. It's such an awesome concept. Sorry, not a concept, but it's such an awesome game too. Just not only that, but you're playing with family, which always feels amazing. Every time the Rogue Dragoon and I play together, it just feels so awesome. But thank you guys so very, very much. Thank you to the stream for number one, almost killing Dirt McGirt, which was awesome. I was not expecting that.
Oh my god, there's so many arrows.
I knew it was going to happen, but
Dragoon.
you guys killed so many of those imps, and because you
20.
because literally the entire murdering of imps was taken care of by the chat. That's why I added a multiplier onto your experience points today. So you guys did an absolute phenomenal job. Thank you all so much for playing again. I'm going to raid Critical Role right now so that you guys can grab some more of those trouble bubbles. And unfortunately, in the next session, Unleash the Archers is going to go back to being super expensive.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys very, very much.
Good night, everybody.
I'm gonna go to bed right after this. I'm gonna down some NyQuil. Take care. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
See
Feel
ya.
better. Bye.
Okay.